Alrighty, TikTok, we are back, we are back. Today I'm talking about the upcoming match this Saturday. I think it's a double hitter. Bam Rodriguez, Boots Ennis. Just to give you some recap, Jerome Boots Ennis was in a fight against Karen Chukajon. I think it was about almost 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a minute. It's around when Tank fought Hector Garcia. Karen Chukajon was able to go 12 rounds with Boots Ennis, a man who has a bunch of knockouts in his 30 some odd fights. Karen Chukajon, he didn't really look good in the fight, but he was able to survive for two reasons. His own footwork, and also Boots seemed as if he was trying to force a knockout. So what I'm here to talk about is, do y'all believe that Karen Chukajon will be able to come in that second fight, that rematch, and build off of some of the good things or some of the mistakes of Boots Ennis and potentially get some sort of a split decision?
I
What's
think.
good, Mr. Incredible?
What up, KJ? You missed a good ass live in Brandon's live, bro. Brandon was talking some crazy shit.
What are you talking about?
He said Boots ain't shit. Boots ain't shit. Boots is like a C-level fighter. I
Mhm.
know he was. I don't know if he was just bullshitting or nothing, but it was a good ass live. He said he'll get stopped by everybody at 154.
I think Boots would beat a guy like Virgil Ortiz, but he has to be careful. I think Boots would get stopped by Bakram. I think he would get stopped by Bud. Um,
I said him and Bud at this point in time seems more like a 50-50 fight.
I don't know, man. Bud got so much experience. Like,
And then we compared it to. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to take off your topic, but then
no,
we
you good, you
compared
good,
it
you
to
fine.
how he would perform against Madrimov, how Boots would perform against Madrimov.
Boots should fight Madrimov ASAP.
I think he'll get the victory, but it's not going to be as easy. And like I said, you got to have that footwork and countering ability.
I think that
Mixed.
Boots should fight Madrimov ASAP. Aaron Mantic Massacre, I got a new little policy that I'm trying. Anybody that wants to come up and speak their piece, you gotta subscribe. So I'm gonna put the little thing there. Anybody that wants to come up and speak your piece, subscribe. That way, it's like people can still watch the live and enjoy it. But if they want to be a part of it, they could, support the channel a little bit. And it's a lot of eyes can still get seen. People can still get their points across in the chat. But if you want your voice to be heard, make sure to subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe if you're not a casual, bro. We be talking about some real shit on here.
You talking about, did you run today? Of course I ran, man. I work out 6 days a week. 6 days a week, man. So I think that Boost Ennis, he's gonna beat Chuka John. I don't think Chuka John is gonna be able to do anything with Boost because Boost isn't gonna come in with that mindset where he's watching Mike Tyson before the fight, where he's trying to get a knockout. Boost understands that Chuka John offers something that most people do not. Chuka John offers that lateral movement. Chuka John getting up on them toes. I talked about this in a live yesterday, referring to what's that boy named Floyd Schofield. So Boost is not going to go in there with the same game plan to try to force a knockout. He's going to be natural. He's going to box. He may even get a late stoppage because Boost is best when he's being free flowing. AB and anybody else that wants to come up, make sure to subscribe. If you subscribe, you can come up. All right, AB subscribe. AB, you can come up, man. Thank you.
About billions. What up, bro?
What's up, AB?
What up, fellas? How y'all feeling?
Feeling
Chilling,
good, man.
chilling.
I sound good over here.
Yeah, you sound straight. You sound straight, man.
Cool, cool. Yeah, bro. Honestly, I really wouldn't be surprised if it looks a lot like the first fight, bro. Honestly, I can see a real repeat.
You think so? Seriously?
I do, for real. Honestly, KJ, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
This is what I'm gonna say. You think Boost gonna go in there with the same mentality? Remember, Boost said he was watching Mike Tyson before going into that fight. He said, "I've been watching a lot of Mike Tyson," and he was dead serious. He came into the fight throwing bolos. Sometimes he was throwing hooks and turning himself all the way around. Like Boost was very irresponsible offensively in that fight. I don't see how he could go in there with that same game plan again. That's
I
why I
see
don't
what you're
think he's a
saying.
repeat.
I see you're saying there's no way. Not the word worst, but that's like the worst performance he could have done in that.
That's the worst performance of his career. We don't really know because honestly, he has 30 some odd fights, and most people have not seen most of his fights. People only watch the fights when you start to build a name. But of the
That's
fights that people have been watching since Boots has had a name, that's his worst performance. I say it's damn near impossible for him to go in there and do something that's what they used to call on EA Sports brain neutral. I think it's impossible for Boots to go in there and do something brain neutral where he's not using his brain. He saw where that got him last time. It just got him a bunch of criticism. He dominated the fight, but he dominated in a sloppy way, and that's not
He
really
like
what
forced
the
the
crowd is used
victory.
to. Hmm?
He forced the victory. He should have just stayed patient, set up traps, cut the ring.
He's free
Sometimes you don't
flowing.
have to force a victory or a knockout. It could just come to you.
I'm gonna tell you something though. I don't think Boots is a trap setter. I think Boots is a super athlete, and I
He
think
got
he's
the
the guy that's
tools.
been, huh?
I say he got the tools.
Yeah, but I
He
don't
got
think
the
he's a trap setter. That's a style.
yeah,
That's a
that's
style, and
true.
that's something that
he don't
comes
Bud is
like it
natural.
Bud
like
is
yeah,
he
his
has a trap style,
Yeah,
and
Bud
that's
is a
why I
trap
think
setter.
Boots.
I'm a trap setter. I know. Anyway, is a trap setter.
Bud,
Um,
adding in like any little thing could give you an ability to set traps like fainting or a sleight of hand like cutting the ring off and then letting them jab you and then coming back with a counter, something like that. I'm not there's like a lot of ways to incorporate
maybe he
each
can add
little
it
thing.
to his game, but I don't think that right now. I don't think that's not what I've seen when I watch Boots. When I watch Boots, what I see is somebody that's extremely slick and somebody that's extremely athletic. It's like Boots is he's always the fastest person in there. He's more slick than any opponent he's been in there with, and he's pretty much been out athleting these guys. I don't see him in there like really thinking. In fact, his father, every fight, if you watch every fight, his father is on the sideline getting upset, saying you getting hit with dumb stuff. He said that in multiple fights, going back to when he was fighting the dark skinned Cuban brother or Dominican, one of the Hispanic brothers. He was fighting him. His father was mad, saying, "Yo, you getting hit with a lot of dumb stuff. Stop doing all this fancy stuff." In his last fight with David Venetian, he said the same thing. He said, "You getting hit with a lot of dumb stuff, son." You know what I mean? So I don't see the trap setting from Boots, but he could add it to his game. I do agree with you in that sense.
now
I'm just
can
going
I ask
off
you,
what he said in his last.
how do you
Go
think
ahead.
how do you think a fight with Boots and Bud realistically looks?
I think
Realistic.
Bud would stop Boots late because Boots got tired in the Chuka John fight. This is something that these young dudes don't get. These guys take a year or a year and a half before between their fights, so they're not developing the stamina and building the strength in their legs to be able to go into those championship rounds and be strong. Boots slowed down his pace in the fight against Chuka John. You could see it; he was visibly tired. Number one, because he tried to force a knockout, but number two, because he doesn't fight as often as he should. You know what I mean? Bud, he has a world of experience that you can't teach in a gym.
Yep.
Boots say after the A Venetian fight, he said, "Oh, I thought I was going to be better, but I haven't been fighting. I thought that I'd be able to just get it from the gym workout, but I can't. These guys don't fight enough." So Bud would stop Boots. To me, Bud would stop Boots because Boots doesn't stay active enough, and Bud has a world of experience. If Boots was fighting 3, 4 times a year, then I probably would have to lean towards the younger man. But I think Boots would just get tired. Bud would be very patient and set him up for a big shot. Plus, a lot of tendencies that Boots have. Boots likes to sit there sometimes and show off his great chin. You know what I mean? But the Errol Spence fight, that showed me that Bud is not somebody that you want to play with. You don't want to play Russian roulette with Bud Crawford. That's why Majimov was so patient. That's why Majimov threw a million feints because Majimov, he felt that power and decided, you know what, I'm not even going to try to win. I'm going to just do what I can do, land these couple right hands, and make it to the end of the fight.
It's funny you brought up that fight because I literally just watched it again. I finished it up this morning, but uh, what do you think is the reasoning behind these younger fighters not being active?
Money. The promoters, they want every event to be as big as possible. So that means it's going to take longer to make events happen. And it hurts the fighter, it hurts the sport. So ultimately what they're doing is they're pissing off fans and they're having less developed fighters, which is going to put out a worse product. Whereas if you don't try to break the bank every time or you don't try to make it seem like you're going to make a bunch of money with every event, you can keep your fighter busy. Another reason why they're not trying to make their fighters fight a lot because the more your fighter fights, the higher chance it is for them to take that L.
You
And
seen how I was gonna add on to that, but you see how Oscar was talking about oh Tim Tszyu lost because you guys don't know how to match make. It's like if you set somebody up with the wrong person and they meet somebody else that isn't stylistically good for them, and they look like a world beater, like let's say a Tim Tszyu whose style really only works on you know
but
certain
who look
people.
like Tim? You don't like no world beater.
Yeah, I was about to say he ain't never looked like
He
no
never
world
looked like world.
beater.
Tim, you
Like
always look like a good fighter.
He
he
did.
always had the false inclination because he got that title and he did pretty well against Fundora, and I think personally he would have won that fight had it not been for all that blood. He was countering the shit out of him that his performance was going to be just as good against somebody like a Bakram who was supposed to face Jamal Charlo a while
Jamel.
Jamel, but he kept taking the step aside money, so they thought he was like some random or some bum because he hasn't actually faced anybody of that caliber yet. But in hindsight, he was actually really good, and it wasn't the matchmaking at all. It was just that he faced a good fighter that was, levels above him.
I don't want to say. I don't want
No,
to
no,
rush.
hold on.
Yeah. I was about to say
You
I don't
can't
want to
say
rush and
Backward was
say.
levels above Tim Tszyu.
Yeah, I think he
Tim
just
Tszyu
fought
fought a
him
dumb
wrong.
fight, just like Boost went out the first fight against Chukajon and fought a dumb fight. We've seen this
Yeah,
happen over and
it
over.
was
They all
all
fought a
wrong.
dumb fight against Crawford. That doesn't mean that these dudes, the person who beat him, is levels above
Levels
him.
above.
Sometimes it does, but in this case, Backward didn't show anything spectacular in that fight. He just showed that he hit hard, he has long ass arms, he's
I
tall,
could
and he
see.
uses his jab.
Yeah,
I couldn't
Tim did.
see. We never got to really see a competitive fight. He just did simple shit to get him up out of there. Is
Yeah.
what I'm.
Hey, Will, I gotta I see Will in there. From now on, I want people if they want to come up, they gotta subscribe. But if not, you still could talk from the chat. That way, that we could push these lives. I could still be getting supported, and it seems like everybody benefits in that way. So even if you don't want to come up, you don't want to subscribe, that's cool. You can still share your thoughts from the chat. But if you want your voice heard on the platform, you gotta subscribe.
Yeah, but I just think that Bakram, we never even got to see a full display of what he could really do because the last fight he had, like I said, he was on Ramadan and he was drained. And in this fight, he didn't fight an opponent at his level. I don't know what to gauge
That's
his
a
level.
great point. That's a great point. Basically, you saying that because he was able to completely step on Tim Tszyu, he may have a deeper bag. And you also brought up the fact that he was drained in the last fight. But we wasn't watching the last fight anyway, let's be honest. So it would take Bakram to fight Boots or Bud to show that arsenal because Boots and Bud, even if Bakram beat him, they're not just gonna go out off of no dumb IQ thing and just go out there and try to muscle it up with him. They're gonna show feints, jabs, footwork. They're gonna show things from their bag as well, which is gonna force Bakram to dig into his bag, especially Bud.
Especially
Boost, I don't know. I think Boost that'd be a very dangerous fight. Imagine Boost jumping right up to 154 and saying, "Bakram, let's go." I think Boost should fight some lesser opponents first, get used to the weight class, get used to the power.
I wouldn't even mind seeing him like fight a Jermel Charlo.
Who Boost?
No. Bakram
Bro,
originally
Jamel is
intended.
the one that was denying him the fight for years. I don't think
needs to get
Jamel
his
wants to
clean
fight
up,
him.
bro.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But I thought he. Oh yeah, you're right. I can't
Yeah,
really
that's
argue
what
that
step
point.
aside money
He was
means.
paying. Yeah, he was paying him the step aside money. Yeah.
Yeah, Jamel would rather fight Brian Castano.
Stein been fighting
Bro,
like 2 years.
Castano is a good fighter too, but Bakram offers more just physically than Castano could ever offer Jamel. So Castano was a guy that actually, that's why it's about matchmaking. Bakram is a monster because of his size and his pedigree at that division. So it's going to take another monster to slay the monster. Most fighters, they're good, but they're not monsters, they're not world beaters. So you want to avoid a Bakram. That's how these promoters do it. To
Yep.
me, I'm a fighter. I don't really agree with that. But as a promoter, you can't have your guy. You know damn well that you signed a man. A lot of fighters who are world beaters don't have personality, like a Artur Beterbiev.
Yep.
So it's not really worth having them signed to your stable because you're not gonna make no money anyway. So they sign guys with personality, like a Floyd Schofield. He's showing great personality at lightweight. He's making things a little bit lit. He's talking that trash, knowing damn well he can't beat Shakur. Those are the guys that promoters are looking for. You know what I mean? And a lot of them aren't going to be able to beat top opposition. So what they do is they match them up. They match them up good. They let them build their name until they finally have to fight that top opposition.
Okay,
In the best case scenario, Bob Arum, and you build your fighter up so good, you could never face the top opposition.
That's what I was trying to say. I just didn't articulate it well.
You won't ever have to.
Yeah, Bob Arum can make it so you don't never. Bob Arum was
that's what I was trying to say about
put Jared Anderson in there with Martin McCauley, and Bob would have made up every excuse in the book.
Yep.
Bob would have made they don't have enough money. This isn't just about fighting. My guy Jared is ready for anybody, but they don't offer us enough money. What do they have to offer? He's coming out of the Congo, Africa, for crying out loud. You know what I mean? Bob would have been saying all type of shit.
Yeah, for real.
Then to make sure that Jared don't got to fight McCauley. That's boxing.
Yep. Turk flashed them diamonds in his face, and now that boy got an L. His neck was getting snapped all back, all crazy.
Yeah, that was good. That was a great fight for boxing. I had full respect for Jared Anderson. He had the balls to give us a great fight. That's heavyweight boxing. Dudes get sparked. Joe Frazier I just got on here, so Negro. I'm gonna be up here until about 9:30, 10 o'clock. Joe Frazier, one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. He got sparked. Dudes get sparked, especially in heavyweight. So Anderson got sparked. He can come back. They try to do my boy Daniel Dubois like that. Daniel Dubois got sparked by Joe Joyce. They try to say, Daniel Dubois, all of the British fans, he's shit. I said, bro, watch the fight. They both hurt each other in the fight, and Joe Joyce is huge. Joe Joyce is built like Travis Kelce.
They forgot he had Joyce hurt in that fight, bro.
It's not that they forgot. Anybody that want to that come up, I got a new policy. If you want to actually come up and get your voice heard, you gotta subscribe. But if you want to still just talk from the chat, that's fine. So that way people don't feel forced to have to subscribe.
I feel like he has some real reflecting to do because he made a bag, but like that's McCauley's just a start.
Travel said he got to reflecting.
No. He's been fighting like bums.
He's not been fighting bums. He's been fighting cruiserweights. Gerald Big Baby Miller called him out. He said, "Oh, you finally getting there with the big boys." But he's been fighting cruiserweights, and he's a full-fledged heavyweight. So when you fight cruiserweights, the only heavyweight he fought was old Charles Martin, and Charles Martin knocked him off in that last round. Yep. Other than that, he's been fighting men 5'10" cruiserweights. So even when they hit you, it's not going to have.
That's terrible matchmaking, bro.
Well, it's not really to be. And in the casual sector, like I got friends that don't really keep up with boxing. They was looking at Big Baby like he was a world beater because of matchmaking. So matchmaking to boxing is different than to casuals. Promoters are promoting for the casuals because the casuals.
Oh, you're saying they're making sales and they're making money off him looking like like he that.
They want him to look like he's nice as hell.
It's really good matchmaking, actually. So.
Well, actually, no, Mr. Incredible.
Okay, it's good marketing. Yeah.
Incredible for the fighter. Good for the promoter, good for the
fighter. Exactly. You're right.
Which always ends up bad every single time.
But if he's a heavyweight, bro, he's not touching any in that performance. It wasn't even that he got sparked by somebody with world.
But that was also a dumb game plan as well.
Yeah,
when he was working his jab, he was good. He should have took McCauley into the deep waters.
Yep.
It's as soon as he got hit, that's when it changed the entirety of the fight. Like he started trying to trade and shit. And doing all this and that, like switching from stance to stance.
He's done that every fight, though. Every fight, when he gets hit, he tries to trade. Nobody knew that McCauley could hit that damn hard. But
I didn't know.
He should have paid attention. He should have done his studies. Most of McCauley's fights has ended in knockout.
Yeah.
Like, every time he get in there, damn near he knocks somebody out. So he should have went and tried to look up some of those fights, see what the dude he was fighting.
Yeah, ever since I've been going off that knockout analogy, and it works for some people, but for other people it don't. Like I'll give you an example. Like the time where we were talking about Hargovich versus Dubois, and Hargovich had like 17 wins and like 15 or 16 knockouts. Like he was finishing most of his opponents. He had like a 90% KO ratio or something like that.
But Hargovich hit hard as hell though.
Huh?
He hits hard as hell.
That's what I'm saying. Is like he got a lot of KOs too, but It didn't stop Dubois. Like it
No,
just kind
Dubois
of
got hurt in the Hargreaves fight. That's what a lot of people don't understand.
he was
A
taking
lot of
them
these
still.
heavyweight fights
No
could
diddy.
literally go either way.
Either
Like
way, regardless.
you just don't get it. Hergovich hurt Dubois in that fight. Anthony Joshua hurt Dubois before Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua hurt Dubois and decided I gotta go in, and he got caught. Like these fights could go either way, and people just look at the result and they just sum it up. No, Hergovich was a hard puncher, knocking dudes out. He hurt Dubois. Dubois was able to weather the storm and win. You know what I mean?
Yep.
This dude, Jared Anderson, the reason why he wasn't able to weather the storm, he has never been hit like that.
In his life.
People don't get it. They act like they don't get it. But you was the one who was talking about your boy Stephen Fulton. Stephen Fulton got dropped in his last fight after moving up. But he's been down before. When you've been down before, you've been stopped before, that can break you. You see what I'm saying? So Dubois has been down before. He's felt top power from real heavyweights. So even though he was hurt against Hergovich, he has the experience to stay calm and recollect himself. Jared Anderson been fighting cruiserweights. He didn't know what the hell to do, so he may have panicked.
You cooking right now, bro. You right. You right. You cooking right
bro.
Double O and Will, if y'all want to come up, make sure to subscribe. Other than that, you're welcome to talk from the chat.
All right. So, like I
got
said,
one.
Go ahead.
How does? Because I think I know where I'm going towards too. I just want to know yours. How does Usyk Fury 2 play out? I see you laughing.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you how it play out.
I hope we agree.
Tyson Fury is played out. That's how it's gonna play out. Tyson Fury is played out, and I mean no disrespect when I say this. Again. Let me tell you about boxing. Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier, Thriller in Manila. Ali said we walked into that ring as kings. We left out as two old, beat, and battered men. When you go to war with a man, right? And who did Tyson go to war with? He went to war with the great right-hand bandit, Deontay Wilder.
Yep. He
went to war with Wilder. They went to war with each other. They left it all in the ring in 3 bouts. Those men have nothing else to give to the sport of boxing. They can get in there. They can sell tickets off of the greatness that they've shown, but they will never be great again. They're human beings, and they left their spirit, their soul, their bodies in that ring. So really, this fight that when Usyk about to knock out Tyson Fury, I'm not giving Usyk no credit. You're beating a shell of a man.
Yeah.
Usyk got in his first war, his second war. His first war was Daniel Dubois. Anthony Joshua, you can't really call that a war. He was a lot better than that, but Dubois really beat Usyk and he really tested him with that power. His second war was Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury, yep.
Yeah. So I mean, Usyk he's old, but his body hasn't really been battered like that.
Yeah, he hasn't been through.
Yeah,
been through the wars Tyson's been through.
I'm low key glad you made your live sub only because we used to have some straight up, huh? I know you guys don't give him a chance, Morrell, in 5 rounds. I give Morrell a chance. I don't know what you're talking about. David Benavidez and David Morrell is like 5
rounds to stop David Benavidez.
I have Benavidez though.
What Benavidez has with his hands, that's what Morrell has with his feet. But it's going to come down to whether or not Morrell is smart enough to use his feet. If you look at Morrell's last fight, the way that he fought, if he tries to fight like that against Benavidez, he's going to get stopped within 6 rounds. David Morrell and Andy Cruz, they need to get back to what they was doing when they was in them damn Olympics. They need to get back to what they was doing, using their feet and dancing, using the Cuban style. Those guys don't have the natural athleticism and physicality to just trying to walk everybody down. That's not them. I said we used to have some dumb people come up in these lives before you made it to the moment. Oh yeah, because people will come up and troll. Most people aren't going to pay you. Most people aren't going to pay you $5 to troll. So yeah, that's.
Did you end up watching that Conceição and Foster fight?
I didn't have time.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say that fight was competitive. It wasn't.
A lot of people said it was very close, but they think that Foster won.
Conceição was
the one last night too. Honestly, I scored it for Foster last night.
I think he barely edged it out.
I agree.
Conceição was looking like Bernard Hopkins in that bitch. Huh?
What are your thoughts on Foster as a fighter?
I think he's the worst champion at 130.
Damn.
I do you think I don't think he could beat Navarrete. I don't think he could
Wait,
beat
I don't
Anthony.
know. Okay, I'll
Hold on,
give
hold
you.
on, hold on. Barrente could beat Navarrete,
I
but
don't know.
Osaki can't.
Wait,
No,
say that again.
bro.
Barrente could beat Navarrete, but Osaki can't.
I don't know, man. I haven't seen too many of his fights, but like
Yeah,
from
I
the
don't know if you want to say Foster's
But
the worst
Barrente,
champ.
but think about
no, but I'm
Barrente.
comparing it to all the other champions. Yeah, their
I mean, the
performances
other
were
three
better.
champs is what Peter or Lamont. He's not better than Lamont. I'll give you that. Who's the other?
Navarrete,
Navarrete?
Navarrete,
I don't
I don't
know
and
about.
know. Look, hold up now. If
and
Osaki
and
could stay on the outside against Lamont, he could get him.
nah,
You
I don't think he
think?
could beat him.
I don't know, boy.
I don't think he could.
Osaki literally has that box.
If he fights, hey, look, cause Stacey was old as fuck, and he was fight, and his gas tank was terrible in that fight. He was
He's game though,
Who
man.
fought his death?
He's
that's
game.
Stacey. I'm saying he's not a good
Stacey's
opponent.
Yeah, bro,
game
when
though,
Floyd
bro.
Schofield fell off the stool, I tried not to laugh, but I had to. I didn't even see that. When did Floyd fall off the stool?
Yeah, he did fall off the stool last night. He did.
Said Foster versus Navarrete is a great fight. Foster versus Navarrete and Rose is a great fight because Foster is a boxer.
Is
So
Navarrete going back
it's
to
gonna be
130?
Foster's brain and his timing versus Roach's
He got a belt
physicality
there.
and Navarrete's physicality and Navarrete's volume. Those are all great fights. I think Foster can outbox those guys, but I don't think he's gonna get the decision.
I don't know. He has a very like we talked earlier about the live where the one dude said that Shakur got a very generic style and he don't got no gas pedal or anything. That's how he was fighting the fight before. And I know it was a wash and it was a boxing clinic in the first fight, but it's because he didn't put his foot on the gas or try to get him up out of there.
Because these dudes, they have that, and even Foster even said it. It's about hit and not get hit. I believe that as a boxer, you want to be well rounded because you got guys that say, okay, this dude just trying to box. Let me hit him in the liver in the first round. You know what I mean? Let me hit him with some hot shit in the first round, and then let's see if he's still with the. Now you got dudes that are hunters, so you don't want to be one dimensional because if somebody comes at you like that, sometimes you got to brawl. All the great pure boxers could brawl. Floyd, Ray Robinson, Andre Ward, Bud Crawford, all of the great guys that know how to jab, stick, and move. Ali, they know how to fight when it's time to fight. Hagler, Leonard, Duran, whoever. When it's time to fight, sometimes you got to fight. You can't just go in there. I was in there sparring with Roach in the fourth round. We only did 4 rounds. 4 rounds, he tried to knock me out, right? Couldn't do it. You know how I finished the round? Punching. Fuck that. You know what I mean? So, this motherfucker really trying to fight. Let me just, boom, I jumped in, body, boom, boom, let my hands go. Miss some shots, hit some shots. But sometimes when somebody is putting so much pressure on you, you can't just say, let me just stay back and jab. Sometimes you have to fight. You have to show some type of resistance, or you can fuck around and get knocked out or get hurt. Or say you don't get hurt. The judges, you're not going to win the fight because the judge is going to see that that's the aggressor. Another good fight would be Keyshawn Davis and Andy Cruz. Not right now. Right now, Keyshawn was stepping on Cruz.
I promise you. Don't get the AMs confused, bro.
Yeah, I think Andy Cruz needs to fight more. Actually, only 1 fight a year, and you only got 10 fights. It's crazy.
He doesn't even have 10, I think. Man, the dude is like 30 years old.
Oh yeah, you're right. He has 5 fights. That's Keyshawn who has like 10 fights.
Yeah.
Andy Cruz should be fighting at least 3 or 4 times a year.
Eddie Hearn should be putting him on whatever card he has available.
Exactly. Andy Cruz is already older. You know what I mean? He needs to be fighting 4 times a year. And he shouldn't have to just be trying to fight top competition. Cruz need to be fighting lower competition until they figure out what his style is. It's very dangerous to be 20, 28 in the spotlight and you don't even know what your style is. You got to know your style. Bernard Hopkins, he had to figure out his style, bro.
Yeah, but Bose.
And after that, once he figured out who he was dominant. It was somebody got him trying to fight like bro. What the hell?
Yo, how you think Davison Lamos is gonna look?
I don't know. I gotta go watch Lemos.
They're pretty good against Hitchinson.
Oh, Lemos the one that fought Hitchinson?
Yeah. I think
Davis gonna beat him. Davis gonna beat him. Hitchinson is, you know how the people always trying to say people overrated? Hitchinson, he overrated. Sometimes when you hang around a popular kid, you get some of that popularity.
Yep.
Hitchens was hanging around Shakur, so people associate him with Shakur's football.
Well, Henderson's fighting for a belt, so we're finna see what he do with Liam Paro.
Yo, Pyro might put hands on him.
Look,
Yeah,
all
he's
I
been
know
on a
is I
decent
hope that
little winning streak.
Hitchinson is a great natural athlete. He has great size and length. I hope that he lets his hands go and that he doesn't clinch so much and doesn't, just move around so much. Like the last fight I
Yes.
watched of him was like, bro, all the skill that I know you have, you're not really using it. You know what I mean? It's like it was weird, very weird, very dumb fight.
Shit, them belts haven't been staying in place
Yo.
ever since 140 got started with Tio and all them boys.
Well,
Them shit's
the
been
belts all
switching hands
split
like
up
crazy.
after Taylor robbed Catterall and didn't make all those mandatories.
Hmm.
How you think Jack Catterall does against Tio?
He could beat Tio. Tio got to get a stoppage. Anybody that know how to box a little bit can beat Tio. Plus, Tio's short. Tio's a shorter man going into the ring. Like, so Tio has to work his way on the inside, but Tio doesn't know how to fight going backwards. So when you're in there and you're a shorter man, you have to know how to take a step or a double step backwards and counter. Yo, Levi, I don't know where you at, but you can't be in a live with all that background noise, bro. So you gotta wait until you get to a more quiet area because it mess up when I'm talking or when somebody else talking. It's all that background noise.
Yo,
One of these. Go ahead,
go
bro.
ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
No. You good. You good.
How do you think Majanov is gonna look in his next fight?
Madrimal,
Yeah,
He's
he
on
gonna
that.
look like how he
He's
looked
on.
before he fought Bud. He gonna look wild and crazy.
He's gonna be on that Fury card.
yeah, he's it's Boacek, right?
Yeah.
Booty cheek. Yeah, man. Booty cheek beat Virgil. Yeah, he
One of
beat
these.
Virgil.
One of
So you
these
scored that
comments.
fight for Boacek?
Huh?
You scored that fight for Boacek?
Yeah, he beat Virgil.
How can
Virgil, he
you?
got Virgil like twice. He won a lot of the exchanges. Virgil's a dude that can only look good with somebody that's standing right in front of him. So if they really wanted to match Virgil right, it's not even just about matching the opponent, but it's about matching him up with the right size ring.
Yeah.
If you put Virgil in there, like say you got Virgil Ortiz and you got a Chuka John. Chuka John could beat Virgil Ortiz if you got a big enough ring. All he's gonna do is move around. Virgil gonna be frustrated.
One of these comments says, "Y'all sleeping on my boy Burr and chick."
Eh,
No, well, I ain't sleeping on Barenchik. I'm hibernating on that motherfucker.
well, I don't know
Yo,
how long he'll have that belt because if Keyshawn gets past his next fight, he's going to be the mandatory for the WBO belt.
When Keyshawn get past.
win. Yeah, I got one. So hold on, one sec. Oh, okay. I want to give you my opinion first, and then I want to hear yours. Spence and Fedor. While I like Spence,
I think Fundora gonna win.
I do too. I think Fedor melts Spence, bro. I
He's the
think
younger. He's the younger man. He's more active,
Way more active.
and Spence has been through some dramatic like fucking injuries.
life
And shit. He's
events.
battered. He's battered.
Dramatic and traumatic. Not just physical, but mental with the buzz.
And mental as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and
So
do
the
we even
odds are
know who
stacked
his
against him.
trainer is yet?
No.
Nah,
And also the fact that Spence talking about retirement, he's been talking about retirement even before the buzz fight. Now he's saying, oh, I can walk out that door anytime. That doesn't sound like somebody that's really into this shit.
Yeah, and that's gonna get him hurt, bro. Bad.
If anyone can come back, it's Spence. Yeah, Spence is very durable. Jordan said, I believe in I don't believe in nobody, but Spence is a durable man. Spence is real. Like Spence doesn't duck nobody. He puts on big fights and he fights with his heart and he'll die out there. He showed that in Crawford fight. So he's somebody that if anybody can bounce back, it is him. I understand where you're coming from with that.
Yeah. I think if he
Yeah, but
has anything left, he can beat Fedora, but
it'll be
we don't know how
everything
much he has left.
Those are two inside fighters, so you know it's gonna be it's gonna be a war.
Honestly, I don't know where Spence is as far as that CTE shit. Really, he should retire. Like, even if he beat Fundor, they're gonna have to fight him inside. He's gonna take a lot more damage. So like, where do you go from being Fundora?
I don't know.
People want to call for the blood fight again.
If they fight,
Fundora
Fundora might
is a
try
beef
fighting him on the
Fundora-
outside.
The word easy, but Fundora is what is as easy as it gets for Spence at 154.
Yeah,
My
especially
opinion.
a belt holder. Yeah.
Belt holder wise, yeah.
I don't know about that. Who all has does Virgil have out?
No, it's
No.
it's Bud,
He's an empty
Fundora,
title.
and Bakrum
It's Bachman, Fundora,
and
and
Bud.
Crawford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody. The Fundora's the easiest champion.
You're right. Fundora is the easiest to
I
get.
hate to use the word easy
Yeah.
because it won't be easy, but
Yeah,
So,
it's
as
not.
far comparatively, relatively,
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Every time
And
Spence
Fundora
talks,
come
he
in there
sound
to
all
fight.
this. He's slurred. I agree. Unpopular opinion. Rolly beats Tank round one. That's not an unpopular opinion. That's called trolling. Rick Galan and or whoever just tried to come up, make sure that if you want to come up, you subscribe. Other than that, you're welcome to talk from the chat for free. If you want your voice heard on the platform, make sure to subscribe.
Yeah, I got a question for you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
What's your opinion on 2009 Floyd versus 2009 Manny?
It depends on whether Manny accepts the test or not. If they fight without a test, Manny will stop Floyd. If they fight with the test, Floyd will stop Manny.
That's what I said. It was like a 50-50.
No, it's not really a 50-50. It depends on whether or not Manny is allowed to cheat. If Manny can cheat,
He
will
said he's
stop
scared of
Floyd.
needles. I
If
heard.
Manny can't cheat, he's going to get stopped. Yeah. So it's really not a 50-50. Really, I'm saying Floyd will beat Manny as long as he makes sure Manny don't have nothing in his system. Kind of like a Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia ordeal. Except, even if Ryan was clean, Ryan had certain things and Devin had certain deficiencies where Ryan might could win. Floyd didn't have none of those defensive deficiencies, so I just don't see how Manny could beat him without being on that super serum.
But
You know,
KJ, but I saw your video on this the other day. Do you really buy Paulie Malignaggi's claims that Ryan's been using for a lot more than just a Haney fight?
No, I know that Ryan probably's been using since he lost the Tank. I think that's probably when he started using. I really don't know, but Paulie sounded like a hater. That's what I said in my video. Paulie said that Ryan was never strong, never fast, never powerful. I said Paulie.
Ryan could always punch.
Ryan was always had some pop. He was always fast. That's all he really had is his athleticism. So for you to try to take that from him, Paulie sounded like he was hating. However, Ryan didn't just get on Octarine last night. So he has been taking it, and only the Lord knows how long he's been taking it. So Paulie could be right in his assessment, but his reasoning, I disagree with. His reasoning was a weak argument, and he sounded like a hater.
Yeah, honestly, to recap, what does Ostarine really do? Like, I read that, like it helps you keep your strength while losing weight.
Oh no, Ostarine help you cheat. That's what it help you do. It enhances your performance, and you going into a sport where a man can already get unalive. So really, Ostarine should put you on a trial for assault. That's really what it help you do. It really should help you get to jail, but we're living in a demonic world, so they act like it's all good.
Yep, and this is why people hate on Devin Haney, because he did what was right by him. Dude tried to kill him in there, and even though leading up to the fight, I said this. Ryan had a little more advantages than you think. Like, he was bigger, stronger, faster, and punches harder than Devin.
Look,
he already about boxing though, AB.
He already cheated by coming in overweight.
You could be fast all you want. You be powerful all you want. How much speed do you have in the 8th round, in the 9th round, the 10th round? How much power do you have as the rounds go by?
No, I'm not good. I can't disagree with that. I agree. I agree with that.
Without that Ostarine, I think Ryan would have been done after the 6th round. For example, Shane Mosley was the guy that was using the Heisman drug, or whatever the hell it's called. He was using the ACE drug, right? Floyd put him under that USADA testing. So after the 2nd round, when Shane landed those big shots, Shane ain't have nothing else for the rest of the fight. That would have been Ryan Garcia, natural.
Yeah, he was dying out there.
You know why? Because Ryan doesn't do road work. He was landering with women, wasn't training hard.
Drinking.
Reports that people around him was saying Ryan out here drinking and partying. So that doesn't get you a victory in boxing. That gets you tired. That gets you fatigued and knocked out.
Yeah, take away.
If you want to come up, make sure to subscribe.
Yeah, take away the PEDs and the laziness in training. Like, he was already cheating by coming in overweight, like not having to drain yourself like Devin did, and then getting to build on a lot more weight afterwards.
Yep.
Unfortunately, that's not going to mean anything in the courtroom since Haney took the money.
Let's be on. Go ahead, Don.
That wouldn't mean anything in the courtroom, period. That's part of boxing. You give up, the title was off the line, and they asked, do you want to continue to fight? And Haney said, yeah. So that's not a case.
Well, again, we've talked about this before. He went about that process stupidly. Like, he was the champion. His name was first on the bill. He could have made him lose like a pound or more and said, if you don't do this, the
Yeah,
fight's
but he
off.
wanted the money, Levi.
Yeah, but not even a pound. Like, lose half a pound because he was at like 143.3. Like, lose the 0.3 ounces at least to weaken him just a little bit.
Rick Gallen says, KJ, I believe Andy has Keyshawn's number even in the pros. You might be right, but from Andy's pro performances, Keyshawn's style looks better for the pros. And also, Andy isn't even fighting in the same style he's fighting in the amateurs. They're trying to change up Andy's style. So right now, I got Keyshawn if they get in the ring. Like, that's just how I feel about it. That's just what I think, I should say. So that fight can happen. I don't know what Teal's problem is with Haney, but he won't fight him. Bro, Teal don't want to fight nobody that he thinks could beat him. Teal don't want to fight Tank. T up there talking about somebody getting knocked out. Lord, I don't know who. He turned down Devin. He damn sure not going to fight Shakur. You know what I mean? The only guy he wants to fight is Bud, because if you fight Bud, you got the built-in excuse that, Bud is a larger man. What did y'all expect? I dare to be great. It's the Canelo BS.
What's the money?
He wants Bud because he wants the turkey money.
Yeah. Him changing that style got him hurt his last fight. He got cracked and wobbled by Moran. Exactly. But it's not him changing his style. It's Bozy Ennis. Bozy Ennis is the one changing the style. Because they don't understand that, bro, y'all, you cannot get these fighters out here and trying to turn them into pay-per-view stars and entertain. No. If Andy Cruz tries to be a guy fighting in the pocket, he's going to get stopped by a dude that doesn't even have a big name.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, but they were trying to make a statement in that fight because the guy they were facing is famous for getting knocked.
Stop him,
yeah.
But you know what? That dude stopped. It was somebody. I just did a damn video and I'm mad. But Moran stopped somebody who had a pretty decent size, pretty decent name.
One B.
Yeah.
It was good, 1V. I'm gonna be right back. I'm about to go look up who Moran stopped.
What's going on, fellas?
Yeah.
Chilling. Sure.
Hey, y'all see Devin Haney called Kid Austin a bum?
Devin Haney's talking about everyone nowadays.
Yeah, he's shitting on everybody. Oh, yeah.
He's
Back because everybody laughed at him for being a bad look.
I'm trying to see what he looked like, after working with Freddie Roach and shit. He need to go in there and tune up some shit.
He needs to get in the ring, period. Doesn't matter who, just get him in the ring. Don't let him get any more rust than he already has.
All right, so basically, it wasn't nobody with a big name. It was referring to the video that I did when Paulie said that Ryan had been cheating since the Duno fight. Moran actually stopped Duno shortly after Ryan had stopped him. So
a lot of people stopped Duno. Frank Martin stopped Duno.
But Ryan was the first to stop Duno. Duno had never been stopped before that. Man, Kid Austin ain't ready for an elite fighter. Yeah, he's not, but I mean, he's young. None of them ready. Abdullah not ready for an elite fighter. You know what I mean? They need the rounds. That's really what, first off, conditioning. You got to make sure you go, 12 rounds without getting tired. Then you need the experience to know how to pace yourself, know when to take risks, when not to take risks.
We was just talking about this on the other live that Abdullah would even have trouble with George Kambosos, and that's because Kambosos had those championship rounds and that experience against all those good fighters.
Kambosos could beat Abdullah and your boy Schofield right now.
Oh, no, he'll beat the shit out of Schofield. I'm sorry. He'll beat the shit out of that boy.
I don't know about beat the shit out of him because Schofield is still a better athlete, but it'd be one hell of a fight, and I think Kambosos will edge it out. Anyone hype for Boost and Bam next weekend? I'm not really hyped. First off, I'm going to be at the Maryland Live Casino and I'm gonna be live at a pro event, and I'm gonna be like, covering those fights, and I'm gonna try to get my mans to record the Boots and the Band fights for me. So I might miss those fights. So who's your favorite
Yeah,
young prospect? Colonel Moore. Yeah, Colonel.
I think Kermo would stop Schofield.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Schofield looked like a quitter.
I don't know about
I,
all that. I think Kermel would just stop him because Kermel better. I don't think Schofield will quit.
Yeah,
do you think they turn?
from what I hear, not only 5, so a couple other people said they sparred with him. He quit. In the shit in the ring when he turned his back, that's quitting. That's basically quitting.
You think that
Yeah,
Floyd
I
that
don't
guy
Floyd's
should have
know.
gonna?
just
I
hit him.
watched Floyd. I watched Floyd do that. Fighters do this shit to get the advantage, and they know that they're the A-side fighter. I watched Floyd turn his back literally to the opponent while he's hurt or while he's trying to get the referee to break him up. That's just a tactic, and you only can do that when you're the A-side. But that was dumb. That could have got him knocked out.
You didn't hear the other
But as
thing,
far as him jumping out the ring or saying he don't want to do no more rounds, Shakur did the same shit on video. Somebody asked Shakur, "Let come on, more rounds." Shakur said, "I'm tired." You know what I mean? These dudes, motherfuckers, be tired. Shit. If you sparring and you trying to get better and you dead tired, and you get there with somebody fresh, only thing you gonna do is take a bunch of damage.
I don't look at it that way. If you quit, but see, Floyd didn't have no history of quitting in the ring and sparring.
I mean, define quit. Shakur and Abdullah said that they would do
I'm gonna define it.
2 rounds and 2 rounds, right? And then after 4 rounds, he'd jump out the ring like, okay, I'm only doing 4 rounds. They like he in the middle of the round saying, all right, fuck this, I'm taking my shit off.
Definition of quitting. Yo, we going 6 rounds. Yeah, we going 6 rounds. After the 3rd round, he getting his ass whipped. He jumps out the ring.
Oh, so he going 6. They already said he's going 6, and he don't make it to 6.
Now 5 says
Well, yeah, it is. I agree that is quitting.
that's quitting.
Yeah, that's quitting.
I understand that he got hit in the back of the ear, but you don't turn around. Floyd fucked his hand up. That was a natural reaction. That was he went to one knee. What the fuck?
Yeah, Floyd Schofield was supposed to get stopped when he did that.
Exactly.
That dude that he was fighting, I don't know if they paid him like, look, don't really hurt this dude or what. Because sometimes they have these agreements. People don't know. I believe Luke Campbell was told prior to the fight with Ryan Garcia, you're not here to win. But sometimes they tell these dudes like, look, we want you to make it a good fight, but you don't knock this person out. You don't hurt this person. Why would that man Renee see his opponent turn his back, right? Could get a clean hook, a clean straight shot, and don't do nothing, just pull back. So sometimes they pay these dudes money under the table. Renee is never going to be no big name in the sport of boxing, so he can't turn down that money. He literally can't say, no, fuck that. I'm going to knock him out if I get the opportunity. He don't have the cachet to do that. He has to go with he has to stay with the production. So maybe it was a little bit of rigging, a little bit of bribe going on. Because I don't understand why the man saw Floyd Schofield do a ballerina turn and didn't even hit him or nothing. You saw what Zhang did. Zhang showed Chinese. When Deontay Wilder pulled that dumb shit, Zhang said, oh, you want to turn around? Boom. You know what I mean?
Well, that adds into the list of Oscar saying it was a C minus fight, and the matchmaking thing he said a week or last week or 2 weeks ago prior.
That's just boxing, bro.
That's what he said about Eddie Hearn.
What was you saying? My fault, Mr. Incredible. What was that?
No, I was just saying like Schofield's with Golden Boy, and Oscar came in after the fight, and they asked him to rate the fight. You've seen it, probably. He said it was a C minus fight, and then when they asked him about facing Shakur or anything, he said it in a polite way, not to destroy his fighter's image, but saying like he not ready. He don't belong.
Yeah, but that's okay. I mean, that's good. Listen, Muhammad Ali came. He won a damn light heavyweight gold medal. He couldn't just come out there. Okay, I'm ready for Sonny Liston. You need the fights. You need the rounds. You need the experience. That's fine. You know what I mean? And yeah, Oscar said it was a C minus because it was a C minus. Floyd Schofield looked sloppy in the second half. Floyd Schofield turned around, could have got his ass knocked out. He got tired in the second half of the fight. He got dropped in the 11th round when he shouldn't have. You know what I mean? And he showed that he has to do a lot of work on the inside.
Yeah.
The real reason why he won that fight is, once again, he was 2 to 3 times faster than his opponent. So it was great matchmaking.
Yeah.
And they paid the damn boy, like, look, man, you're not here to really knock Floyd out. Just go through the motions.
Yeah. Floyd Patterson had the belt.
Y'all talk about Floyd Holyfield.
No, when he said Ali didn't come out and say he wanted.
No, that's not what I said. I ain't say Ali didn't come out to say he wanted listing. Ali was calling out the top champions from day one. I'm saying Ali could have came from the Olympics and just fought the heavyweight champion.
It would have been Patterson, not listed. Patterson was the champion.
I mean, wasn't Patterson beat Ingemar Johansson?
They beat each other. That's why he was the first to win it 2 times, because he had the belt. Johansson beat him, took the belt, then he took it back.
Okay.
And then he lost to Liston later on by KO, and then Ali for Liston.
Yeah.
You know the history of that.
I appreciate it, shit. I damn sure I ain't know. I knew they fought, but I ain't know the belt going back and forth and all that.
Yeah, because Patterson was the first to regain the heavyweight title, to win it twice. He was the youngest, the first to win it twice. He broke a lot of records. That's why he had a name. And then when you look at him fight against Liston, you're like, oh yeah.
Then he get demolished. But Liston was a full-fledged heavyweight with crazy power.
Yeah.
I hate that fight. Or I hate those fights. Because they fought twice.
Yeah.
You go watch when Liston fought the Big Cat. They went to war. And Liston laid that man down.
He knocked Cleveland Williams' ass out.
Yeah, laid him down.
Yeah.
Liston was a bad boy.
Yeah, he wasn't no joke, bro.
At all.
Yeah. He just ran into the man. That's how it happens in the sport sometimes. You run into the man. Hey, I'd rather lose to somebody that's a great fighter, one of the top fighters ever, than lose to somebody who you never remember again. I like Buster Douglas.
Buster could have been somebody too, but hey.
Would have, should have.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, it's kind of different nowadays. Nowadays, people want to save their O and avoid fighting the best.
Yeah, see, boxing was always a business, but the percentage of it being a business is higher now. It's like 95% business now.
I got an O and I ain't afraid to let it go.
Now it's 95% business.
You remember that duck that used to say that shit?
Yeah, but the sport is at its best when it's like 50-50 or at least close to 50-50.
They said, would a prime Liston have beaten Ali? Here's the thing, Liston was a puncher, so what he did, he was doing that. He could do that at any time, damn near. Liston was an old man and sparring with George Foreman. George Foreman is making his, I don't know, was George making his comeback or what? Anyway.
Well, Liston was no old man when he fought Ali.
No, Liston wasn't out of his prime when he fought Ali, but I'm saying I'm saying that what Liston did, it didn't matter his age. And then I was going into how Liston was sparring with George Foreman. Liston is an old man by the time he's sparring with Foreman and helping Foreman out and training with Foreman. Yeah. Foreman said Liston at that age is the only man that was able to knock him back in a damn ring. Sparring, he's the only man that was able to put that much power and pressure on him, and that was the old Sonny Liston. So the prime argument doesn't even really apply to Liston because what he did was based on power. Power is the last thing to go.
But you know how big George is, Paul, right? And they got a picture of George and Sonny Liston with their fists together. Sonny Liston fist could swallow George Foreman fist, bro.
And Sonny Liston had longer arms.
Yeah.
Sonny Liston had one of the craziest, they call it 8 index, but he had some of the longest arms of a heavyweight, and he was only 6'1".
Yeah. So
it's crazy. He was born to crush bones. And then you put, the trauma with his dad and all that damn working he had to do. You factor all that together and you get one of the hardest punches in history. But yeah, do y'all think Karen stand a chance in the rematch with Boots, man?
Nah, he don't stand a chance. I ain't gonna lie.
I think he has a chance.
When you say stand a chance, you mean survive?
That's what he did the first fight, survive.
Yeah.
He made it 12.
Yeah, he made it 12.
Yeah. He got feet. He got little feet.
That fight wasn't that very. It wasn't very memorable.
Fight wasn't
The fight wasn't memorable because Boots was trying to force a knockout, and Karen looked like he was just running. And then when things did get hectic in the second half, when Boots started hitting him, Karen, he would land shots here and there, but he never really tried to take charge. His whole thing was to go 12 rounds with Boots in it. He pretty much pulled a Jamel Charlo. So those fights are never going to be memorable because the fans could see that you're not really putting your heart into it. That you like, look, I'm just trying to survive. Nobody gonna remember. Anybody can do that. Anybody can run. That's why nobody's gonna remember that. The reason why people pay to see boxing is to see people do things that they know damn well they couldn't do. To see qualities within a man or a woman, because you got women fighting now, but to see qualities in the individual that they know they don't have. Most people aren't going to persevere when things get rough. Most people are going to pack up. So they watch these boxers to get inspiration and to see things that they don't have within themselves. And hopefully they can have those within themselves one day or apply that to their life in some way or fashion. Kill Crew, if you want to come up, make sure to subscribe. From now on, I'm going to have the lives open to everybody. But if you want to get heard, you got to subscribe. Other than that, you're welcome to talk from the chat for free. But yeah, I think that I don't know what to think about this fight. I think Boots will come in with a way smarter game plan. He's gonna be relaxed. I want Boots to get the stoppage. I'm also gonna be looking to see if Boots figured out that movement. If Boots still is struggling with that movement, then that'll let me know that that's a style that you want to use against Boots for sure. It says I don't got money, but Don, Brandon know me, KJ. Yeah, that's cool, and they still know you. Talking about God and Brandon know me. Kill Crew, I don't know. He said y'all know. Said Don and Brandon know him. He don't got no money. Ain't no problem if you don't got no money. I'm assuming you're a brother. You free to talk from the chat, and I will read your comments for free.
I can't pay for you, bro, because I got wood and I.
No, you don't gotta pay for him. Nobody gotta pay for him. It's all good.
Listen,
that's why I'm doing it this way. Everybody, they don't even have to. You know what I mean? They still could get their point across. Because they still get to talk from the chat. If you want to be heard, this is going on YouTube. Then subscribe. Boom, easy.
Kill Crew, my ass in debt, nigga. My ass in debt, nigga.
Glad the fool talking about pay for me talking.
It'll be under my thing. It won't be under yours. So you still won't be a subscriber. That's what I'm saying.
No, they got the thing when I'm at 50, they allow subscribers to do that, but it don't matter. But I ain't even tripping. This is a perfect setup. If people want to come up and talk, they pay. If they don't want to come up and talk, they talk from the chat. Everybody wins. Kill Crew said Don and Brandon know me. They still know you. My man said and had a better career than Ali. We are talking about Floyd. Said Floyd has been more world champs than Ali has ever had and had a better end of his career than Ali. That's true, but when you talk about greatness, like what Floyd did was different than what Ali did. But when you talk about greatness, it's not really about what you did per se in the ring. You have to have been great in the ring, but the greatness is how you remember. We're not talking about who's the best. We're talking about who's the greatest. And Ali's greatness is like his aura, the history with Ali. You're not going to be able to top that. Floyd is not beloved. Floyd is actually hated. Ali was hated for some time, but by the end of his career, he was beloved. Ali could walk in any neighborhood and, people would swarm around him with positive energy. For Floyd Mayweather, it's a mix. You got some people that love Floyd, some people that hate him. And Floyd can't just walk around in the hood. Nope. They're going to try him. With no security. You can't do that.
They tried him in New York.
Yeah. So it isn't greatness is not the argument of who's the best. Do I think Floyd is a better boxer than Ali? Yes. I don't even think that it's a big argument. I mean, we all know Ali had a lot of things that he did wrong. Floyd was damn near perfect in the ring. But when you talk about greatness, you talk about the impact that you had on the people. You talk about how people look at you, how the fans view you. Most fans, they to this day, you see all up in the comments, Ali way better than Floyd. He fought. He can't even do this. He did that. And then when you factor in the fact that Ali was pretty much a race soldier, race warrior, and the way he put himself on the line for his beliefs and for his people, Floyd, LeBron, none of these dudes did that. And they shouldn't do that because guess what? Ali lost his prime years. Ali lost a lot of money and nothing changed. Ali got no laws implemented doing that. See what I'm saying? So people, they try to pump you up to go out here and take a stance. But then who's going to support you when you broke, with no money coming in? The black community or the Muslim community, none of them band together and say, let's all give Muhammad Ali $1 for the sacrifice that he
Joe
made.
Frazier did. Joe Frazier did.
Joe Frazier, one man, and that's why Joe was so mad at Ali when Ali was trying to build up the fight. Joe felt like Ali was a traitor for calling him, the white man's Negro and all that. But the black community at large and the Muslims that Ali was rolling with, they let that man out to dry to the point where Ali had to go give speeches about Vietnam to get his rent paid. He had to go to these different colleges and talk about, his beliefs on the Vietnam War because they were paying his bills. So you can't always jump out there and try to, be a race warrior unless you understand you're going to pretty much mess up your ability to make a living.
Bro, KJ. I'm asking something. Who will win? Tank or Jake Paul?
There we go. This shit.
Alright, man, bro. Niggas, bro, me and Fall was trying to convince these niggas, man. Niggas saying Jake Paul gonna knock out Tank in
You don't
4 rounds.
understand the experience, like Tank has been in there with dudes he hasn't been in there with guys really the size of a Jake Paul, but Tank has been in there with middleweights who hit just as hard as a Jake Paul.
Bro.
And Tank knows how to pace himself so good. Jake gonna be all scared and nervous. They do 12 real rounds, like 12.
Yeah, 12. I thought 12, yeah.
12 championship 3-minute rounds. Yeah. Jake gonna get gassed out. Tank gonna have his guard up tight, just like he did against Frank Martin. And he's gonna stop Jake Paul. Bro, and it's gonna be easy. It'll be the easiest money to take.
Me and Pop were saying this shit.
You wouldn't have to lose no weight. You wouldn't have to do. All you had to do is eat and train. He wouldn't even have to lose no weight for the fight because he gonna get to come in at 150.
Yep, fact. And also,
my thing was when he was saying that was he said that Inoue and fucking Bam
Rodriguez, bro. This nigga said Bam Rodriguez could beat Jake Paul, bro.
No. Hell.
Okay, so
the reason why I beat Jake isn't just because of the power. It's because of Tank's structure. Tank could walk to you like this and you can't hurt him. Anyway, can't do that, and Bam can't do that. Yeah, neither one of them know how to use a proper high guard, and that's what you need against a man that's that large. Your defense has to be airtight. Anyway, a fighter that he takes a lot of risks. You know what I mean, to get those knockouts. Because he's he's an very offensive fighter. He's a super small dude.
Yeah, okay.
He's a dude that's gonna be jumping around using angles. You will get tired doing that against a man that damn big.
Yeah, okay.
The reason why Tank will be able to do it is because the way he conserves energy, how tight his defense is, and the power that he was blessed with. You can't just grab a dude who's great at a lightweight and be like, oh yeah, he can beat Jake Paul. That's not how that goes.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I was over exaggerating a little bit, but Tank, me and Fox try to convince this nigga like Tank is knocking out Jake Paul. He's gonna get tired. He's sloppy as fuck. Nigga,
yeah, but you also said Virgil Ortiz can beat Boots.
He could potentially beat
Virgil
Boots.
could potentially beat Boots. You know why? Boots likes to trade.
So.
Boots likes to trade.
It's not happening.
That's not. Let me tell you something, bro.
Stops Virgil Ortiz.
Virgil Ortiz has fought at 54. Boots hasn't.
Yeah.
People assuming like Boots talking about, I want to go undisputed at 54, 60, 68. Bro, you being a weight bully at 47 is going to be totally different than you fighting those 154-pound guys that are closer to your size. It's going to be totally different.
Yeah,
Why do
but
you think
Virgil Ortiz just got to
Bud
54.
Crawford's knockout streak stopped as soon as he jumped up to 154? That wasn't a
Virgil
coincidence.
Ortiz just got to
Okay, Mr.
54.
Crumble. Okay, Mr. Crumble. This is my thing, bro. Boots has a tendency to be defensively irresponsible on the inside, and when he trades, bro, he leaves himself wide open. Virgil Ortiz,
I don't even care about leaving yourself wide open when you trade.
bro.
I'm saying that
Yeah.
since we know that he does that, then that means Virgil has a chance.
And also,
But
Virgil is
I
a
picked
dangerous
Virgil to
puncher.
beat Boots. No, I think Boots is a fighter that's developing the full package. And just the fact, like, Boots has a very electric jab. He doesn't even have to engage with Virgil Ortiz if he doesn't want to. He's way faster.
He's going to,
All
though.
Boots will have to do is stick out that 74-inch reach and pop Virgil Ortiz all night.
Yeah,
But if he does
KJ,
engage, and he's engaged every fight he showed willingness.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
then he has a chance
KJ,
of getting knocked out. Yes.
yeah, he's going to do that. He's
Yeah,
gonna.
he is. I agree with Brandon.
Yeah,
but
he's gonna
he might
engage.
his chin might hold up. You know, if his chin holds up, he wins.
Well,
KJ,
yeah.
how do you feel about T.O. racist controversy? T.O. pretty much is a beggar.
The
You
bitch
know
over.
what I mean? Sometimes a person will go up to you and they'll try to start something with you because they really trying to find a way roundabout to ask you for something. And it's weird. That's all T.O. is doing. T.O. is trying to call everybody a monkey, Tarzan, this and that. But he's begging these brothers for an opportunity. He's begging them for money. So
Please, there's some change.
Right?
Spirit change.
When you
Please fight me.
when you in the hood, right? It's girls who they're coming from these toxic environments. Not all of them, but most of them. So they only know one way to flirt, and that's negativity, aggression. That's how they flirt. Negativity, aggression. They really want to get to know you. They really want to see if they can build some type of rapport with you. But they only know one way to go about it. So they come up to you, they say something mean, demeaning, you know what I mean, something negative. They're aggressive. They try to start an argument. They're trying to get you to like them, but they don't know how to go about it. That's T.O., bro. He like a hood rat who trying to initiate a relationship. And Bud and Tank, they not on that time, and they like, look, I'm above that. I'm looking for a well put together woman. I'm looking for something real. All right, I got time to be being disrespected.
Man,
Yeah, T.O. is a hood rat black chick, man. Begging her, trying to get opportunity.
And best nigga tell me like spirit change, Mr. Crawford. Spirit change.
Yeah, y'all find this incredible funny as hell. And then you go, then the thing is, you calling him a monkey, but you begging a monkey for money. Like, it's like, bro, make it make sense. That's why I understand why Bud ain't gonna fight him. Bud like, okay, cool. KJ, can you pay for my subscription? Hell no. No. Y'all Kill Crew, listen. Just save up your money and buy the subscription. Or if not, it's fine because you can still talk from the chat. It's all good. It's all, you know what I mean? You literally, I can read your comments from the chat.
Okay, crew, I'm gonna tell you what to do. You got this upcoming Boost fight. Bet on Boost to get knocked the fuck out. Go to some random nigga, bet $100. Say Boost gonna get knocked out. If he get knocked out, you can either lose 100 or you
Shit,
get
if you win 100,
Brad, you better off give that nigga a job application. Brad, I'm just saying what to do, Kill Crew. If you on Texas,
You the ass back.
go to Chick-fil-A, holler at your boy, see if Brandon can get you on the crew with him.
Nigga, I'm gonna say, get your ass on, nigga.
Brandon ignorant as fuck. Brandon ignorant as fuck. Oh, man.
Hey, y'all saw, I'm like, get the
Get
fuck
your ass
out
on.
of
I
here.
don't
Nigga.
know you.
He's like, go get.
Brandon, you gonna do the Brandon Kill Crew. You're a
I've
brother
never
that
heard
you
of
black.
that nigga
Don't
a
be a
day in my
brother like
life.
that, Brandon.
I never heard that
Please,
nigga
I
a day
don't
in my
know
life.
him.
KJ, at least put the OG Rick on. Who the hell is Rick? Look, I'm not putting nobody on. All right, shit. If you want to come up, you subscribe and not talk from the chat. God damn.
Yeah.
If I was where I wanted to be, the whole shit would be free, brother. I'm doing this boxing career thing. I'm trying to do it big. You ever seen Boondocks with Granddad? I'm trying to do it big. I want to do it big.
Well, I was Siobhan Clark. What?
Opinions on my Jamaican brother, Siobhan Clark. What's up with him? Who's that?
If he don't fight like Mike McCallum, we don't want to talk about him.
KJ, when you gonna
y'all
become
saw
pro and
Tank
become a
say,
world champ? Well, I can't say that. Oh, I'm gonna become a world champ. That's about connection and opportunity. But I'm trying to go pro ASAP. Actually, the Maryland promoter, you know, I work out at his gym. He came there, and I don't know. I was ready to go on celebrity boxing, and the dude got back to me. But I guess you know all these people work in groups, so he came up to me and was like, "Oh, when you going pro, man? I don't want y'all reaching out to Damon Felding." And, and I was like, "I didn't know I reached out to Damon Felding, but you know." In them circles, all them people they talk. But he wanted to work with me. I'm trying to figure out a way. I'm trying to think of a way to make sure I can sell these tickets. Because for the most part, early in your career, if you don't have a big amateur background, if you can't sell tickets, that puts you at an even greater chance of getting robbed. Because you're not the one that's bringing the asses to the seats. So whoever's bringing in the most tickets, they're the ones who the local judge is going to be looking for.
Yeah,
Ultimately, when I go into my fights, I'm coming to get the knockout anyway. But it's not just let's go pro. That's what I thought when I first got into boxing. Like, oh, let's go pro. We're gonna work hard. We gonna. It's a lot of political stuff and a lot of business stuff.
it's a lot that
So
goes
I'm trying to
into
make
it.
sure that I use the right, plan and to make sure that I can be successful. In case you're waiting for my social security check to subscribe. Yo, Rick Gallen a damn fool. He been saying dumb shit in those lives.
It was social
Yeah, you waiting on Social Security for $5. I got you. I got it. We'll wait till you fighting. I'm fighting at 54, and Lord willing, you know, I'll dominate 54 and go up to 60. KJ Brandon told me in the private on Discord that your ass, but he talked you up for fame.
Alright, nigga. Alright, nigga.
They said I'm trying to back KJ on Fury versus. First off, I'm not. How the hell Brandon could talk me up for fame? I'm not famous. So I'm trying to back KJ on Fury versus Usyk. Okay, well let's bet, Eli. I got money on Usyk. Let's bet 100. They fight in December, right? Let's bet 100.
Oh yeah,
Man, KJ, what, bro?
That's easy money.
Bro, I like, bro, this nigga KJ got 50K followers. Only 48 people in here.
Yeah, I'm damn sure not. Well, it's not. It's not. That's not. That's because of TikTok. If you're not part of the in crowd, also some of the topics I talk about, they got something on my channel. You know, like a suppressive type of
Oh,
thing.
like the shadow ban shit.
Yeah, I don't mind. That it's gonna be like that until that man comes, and then after that, the people that's supposed to be on top, they will be on top. So it is what it is.
Hey, y'all saw Tank.
First shall be last, and last shall be first. You good one, B? What was he saying?
I said, y'all see Tank Iron Kid Austin? He told him to tell his father stop cutting his hair.
Oh yeah, I see. I see that.
Bro, take Wahlberg. Take Wahlberg.
I just want to see my ghost and
Nigga look vulnerable. You know, Tank. He like,
Who's Schofield? 135.
Yeah.
Schofield in there with them sharks. He in there with them
number 2 in the
sharks.
WBA. That's what I was trying to tell him in Brandon Live. Like, he ranked high. Like, he right there.
He in there with the sharks, man.
Man, yeah, I mean he right there, but I don't think he lose. I think he loses the order.
Yeah, right now, yeah. Honestly, Schofield, the only way he beats these dudes, he gotta work 3 times harder because he gonna have to fight a rough and hard fight. Like I'm talking about, these guys are more skilled than him, and you can see it. So what does he have to do? He got to make sure he's in top conditioning, make sure he can take a punch, and make sure he keep his hands up, and he got to attack the body hard. Like he has to go get into that Marvin Hagler war mentality, because he's not gonna be able to match these dudes skill for skill. He's not gonna be able to match Shakur skill for skill. Abdullah Mason is throwing sharper shots than Floyd Schofield. Abdullah Mason stuff is sharp and tighter. You know what I mean? Keyshawn Davis in a whole other galaxy from him. So he got to look at it like, look, we're gonna have to go the Sean Porter route. We come to fight. We come to rumble in the jungle, and we gonna beat some of y'all and lose to some of y'all. That's just how he got to go. If he keep the style that he got now, where he's switching a million times during the fight, he's trying to knock people out, getting tired after 6 rounds, he's not going to beat none of them. But he can make adjustments. I think that he needs to focus on his conditioning, stop switching from stance to stance, get his guard up, and work on combinations where it's like you in and you out. And he also needs to use that lateral movement because he get up on his toes sometimes. Use that a lot more. That's going to help you against Abdullah Mason, who always stationary.
Damn, that's a lot of shit to be working on.
Yeah, but what else?
Yeah, work
You're
on that
gonna have
hair
to
It's his
culture.
basically
dad.
become a
He don't
new
work. He don't have a
fighter.
job. He got 24 hours a day to
Yeah,
work.
like yeah, but I mean, you got
Yeah,
there to
right.
be
He a
great,
boxer.
especially to
That's
go
his
for people.
job.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
job.
I'm just saying he got to become a whole new fighter. You just basically said.
Hell no. All I said was the brother need more conditioning. He need to attack that damn body and put his damn hands up.
He
That's
should
all
know
I'm
that already.
saying.
He should know how
hey,
to do that already.
Rick just
Yo, what's
subscribed. That
going
Social Security check came in.
Yo, yeah. Rick Galley, you trying to come up, Rick? Ricky said, fuck that. Social Security came in. Hey Don, what was you saying?
Check just
Man,
clear.
that's
Shit, I
messed
was
up. I
like,
can't go to
"Oh," I said,
McDonald's today.
I said,
The check
these are
was
things he
clear.
should already know. He just need to work on it. He know how to go
Yeah,
to the
but
body.
that's
He
what I
gotta
was telling
work
you,
on it.
Don. When we be talking, you be like, "Oh, that's common sense." Common
No,
sense
no,
ain't so
no. I'm
common.
not saying he's saying that's a whole lot of he gotta change his whole no, he don't have to change anything. You add in.
Exactly.
Every boxer know to go to the body. It's just their mentality that they don't do it. I just want to headhunt. So they know
Well, it
how to
ain't
do
even
it.
just the mentality. You know from
Oh,
fighting, Don. Going
well,
to the body is even more dangerous than going to the head. You got to go low to change that damn level.
a step in the ring is dangerous.
Well, yes, but you know from being a fighter, when you learning how to fight on the inside, you going to the body, it's more dangerous. Not everybody wants to deal with that.
That's why you have to set shit up. That's why you got to use that jab.
Yeah.
When you got a good jab, don't you got a decent jab rather? You know, a lot of cats you can jab to the body too.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's a great point.
You jab to the body, kick them, make them drop them hands, and come right up to the top. That's an
What you
old
talking about,
school
Rick, my
trick.
grand? Hey, Don making a great point, and that's something that somebody need to relay to Floyd Schofield. If you're not comfortable as an inside fighter, and if you don't know how to attack that damn body while protecting yourself, then jab to the damn body.
Yeah,
And then
you can
set
throw
up
it
your
straight
shots
right to the
upstairs.
body too.
Huh?
You can throw it straight right to the body too.
Yeah, I was talking about that yesterday. Benavidez was doing that against Caleb Plant. And Benavidez is a volume puncher, but when he got in there with Caleb, who's a slick fighter, he realized, damn, I can't just get all these combinations like I was doing against lesser fighters. So he started throwing that long right hand to the body.
Yeah. People get caught up in looking at Canelo with the hook to the body all day. Oh, I want to fight like he doing a good job. No, you can jab to the body, throw it straight right to the body. Just got to do it correctly. Don't try to do it standing straight up.
Change that level.
You're gonna go to sleep.
Speaking of Benavidez, I think Benavidez could probably be better beater.
Now hold up. Yeah, I think Benavidez can do that too. Rick Gallen, what's up, man? What you got to say?
What's up, man? No, you know what? I love the chat, man. I'm listening to you guys, and yeah, it makes a lot of sense. The body, you got to go to the body, man. If you're a good fighter, a good professional fighter, you got to go to the body. If you got a good jab, you know what? That's the best punch in boxing is a jab. If you're tall and you got a good jab like Hearns, but these guys also know how to go to the body. I mean, Hearns also could go to the body. As tall as he
Oh, yeah.
was, he knew how to go to the body. You
Yeah.
know, the thing is, he had that freakish jab. He was so tall that nobody could get to. You know, they thought all the Latin fighters thought the Pepino Cuevas was going to take him out, and there's no way, man. He couldn't even. Pepino Cuevas had to jump to hit Hearns. You know, yeah, man.
I'm learning.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. But body punching, you got to learn how to become a good body puncher, no matter what.
Yeah, and you gotta put your nose in that damn that cookie jar. That's what I was telling Don. When fighters are developing and sparring, right? When I first started, I forced myself. I was like, damn, I want to get better on the inside. I want to hit the body. When I first went to try to do that shit, I got hit.
Yeah.
Most dudes, when they feel that, they say, fuck that. We get back on the outside. That's why they get to the stage and you see that they haven't developed as an inside fighter or as a body puncher. In all of my fights, I have yet to run into somebody that was great, that's great on the inside. Whenever I go to engage on the inside, the motherfucker don't know what to do. And you know, I'm not fighting on no international level or nothing like that. But the reason I think is because when they're in sparring, they try to do that inside shit and they get cracked. They say, you know what, let me get back to the outside. And that's not the right way to go about it. And especially when a dude is athletic. Now, Oscar De La Hoya said something after the fight that I said while I was coming to fight live. If Floyd Schofield would have went to the body, maybe he would have been able to stop Burnett. But since he didn't go to the body, and that Mexican fighter had such a strong, chin and such a hard head, he couldn't stop him.
Yeah.
Now somebody said something that I want to in the chat. He said boxing talk said I got a hot take. I think it's a cold take though. He said Roach has a better chance of beating Shakur than Tank. I don't
Nah,
know
nah,
where
nah,
you got that from,
nah. Hell no. You
but you gonna have to elaborate on that because
niggas
I
tripping.
don't know.
That's not even a hot take. That's ridiculous.
They saying Boots was throwing a lot of wide punches on the inside. Yeah, he was. He throwing punches. Boots was throwing punches against Chuka John from the parking lot, wide shots. There was times where Boots would throw a wide looping hook and then turn all the way around. He was just doing whatever he wanted to try to get a knockout in a spectacular fashion. So he fought a dumb fight. And I don't think he's gonna fight a dumb fight in a rematch. So Chuka John, he better be ready to run even more than the first fight or he's gonna get stopped.
Oh man. Nothing to say.
And
I
that's what
yeah.
made Chavez such a good fighter, man. He was one. I seen him fight close up, and he goes to the body. I've never seen much. Only a few
All
guys
day.
can go to the body like
All
Chavez did.
day.
Chavez wasn't that fast, you know. He was relentless, you know, and he had great endurance. But one thing that guy did is he'd wear you
DK.
down to the body.
I've also, he said, I've also heard Kid Austin be quitting his farm. Yep, that's what Don was talking about earlier.
Oh yeah. Everybody be saying he be quitting.
Roach experience and
How can
IQ
people
mixed with his
quit?
skill gives Shakur much more problems than anyone he fought. Um, this is the thing about Shakur. I've been there with, excuse me, I've been there with Roach for them 4 rounds. The way that Roach fight, with just putting his hands up and throwing big power shots, Shakur knows exactly what to do with that. He's gonna tap that damn guard, land straight shots, and move, and clinch when he has to clinch. In order to beat Shakur, you have to be able to fight going backwards as well. You got to be defensive as well. You can't be in there thinking you're gonna go in there and throw hard shots and you're gonna tire yourself out. He's gonna make you miss. You're gonna get outboxed. So you got to have a lot of tricks.
Yeah.
Hey,
He
bro, I
said,
want to.
Hey, Brandon, are you in the chat?
Yeah. What's up?
Did you see the fight when my buddy fought for the title in '86? So
What?
you got two, Cubanito Perez and Jimmy Paul. So you got
Oh,
two.
the Perez and Paul fight. Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
So you
It was
got
a
two stand-up fighters, and we sat down in the room in the hotel. You guys know who Eddie Futch is, right? The old Eddie Futch that
yeah.
passed away. So we would sit in the hotel and watch Jimmy Paul, and he was almost impossible to hit to the chin. He wasn't that fast on his feet, but he was a master at catching shots with his shoulders, right? So the only way to get to Jimmy Paul was to find the body. And then Cubanito was a guy that would dominate most of his fights because he was such a good boxer. But the last 5, 6 rounds, it was all body shots that wore Jimmy Paul down. They still gave Jimmy Paul the fight, but it was a robbery, man. Did you see the fight? Did you get to
yeah,
see the
Paul had
fight,
good
Brandon?
shoulders too.
yeah. So yeah.
Even Marvin Hagler was the commentator. Gil Clancy and they all agreed that Perez had won the fight, and
Yeah.
one of the judges had it a draw. And at the end of the fight, he had Jimmy Paul falling like in the 12th round. He had spaghetti legs,
Yeah.
you know.
Also, Rick, Perez hit Paul with a headshot, clipped him on the chin, and then rocked him.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
it's once again, it shows how important the body
Oh
shots
yeah,
did
he was
all that.
slowing him down. He was wearing him down. That was a
Exactly.
good 15. That was a
Floyd
great 15
Mayweather is
round fight.
another body puncher.
One of the last
Um,
15-round fights.
Yeah, that was amazing. It was very entertaining. I had fun time watching the fight when you sent it
Yeah.
to me. That was amazing.
Jimmy Paul, both of those guys were great lightweight fights. See, that's the thing. Back in the day, they had so many good, great lightweight fighters. Edwin Rosario, you had Camacho, you had Chavez, you had there was a Mildred Taylor, Pernell Whitaker. I mean, I could keep on going. There was a lot of
and
Yeah.
not only
contenders.
did you have them, but they would actually fight each other.
Yeah.
They would fight each other.
Now you
Exactly.
got a bunch of great guys that look
Exactly.
like they could be great and guys who look very good, but they're not fighting. So it's like it's a waste. It's like
Exactly. I agree.
it's like you got a woman and she got a fat ass and some boobs, but she won't never give you no ass. It's like, okay, well, shit, you might as
Yeah,
well be single.
yeah. I didn't even know who Perez was or Paul either. And then
Well, the thing,
I'm trying to do more research on old fighters and
Brandon, the
shit.
thing about Perez, man, because me and him were real tight, man. The thing, I was in the corner down there, but they wanted to bring up. He had Eddie Futch, he had Jackie McCoy, which had another great trainer, and then he had also he had what's his name, Freddie Roach. Him and Freddie Roach were real close. Freddie Roach was also at that fight. He was in the corner with me, but he wasn't up on top of the corner, but he was on the bottom. But I'll tell you something, man. He was a great fighter, but he had a problem with allergies and asthma that he got as he got older. But Perez fought Camacho in '83, and a lot of people thought that he won that fight. That was a close fight. The only guy that really ever beat him, but he was already an older guy, he fought Mildred Taylor right before Mildred Taylor fought Chavez, and he was already an older guy. He was already sick, and that was it. That was one of his last fights. But man, back in the day, nobody wanted to fight him. After he fought Camacho, there wasn't a lightweight out there that wanted to fight him. He was special, man. He could take a shot. He could take a good shot too.
I used to
Yeah, I'm
like
That's
talking.
one of the
Yeah,
most underrated qualities in boxing. You
Yeah.
always take a shot.
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
what we waiting. That's really what we're waiting about to see with Shakur. Like, that's one thing Floyd Schofield said that he could be right. Floyd Schofield, if he hit Shakur with some of the shots he was hitting Renee with, that could be all she wrote. We don't know about these
yeah,
guys' chin.
yeah. We don't know. We don't know
I
that
like
much.
Morrell, man. I like Morrell, but he still has to be proven. Could he take a shot? And does he have the endurance in the later rounds to fight against it? We know Benavidez has
We know
endurance.
Benavidez got it. Benavidez
Yeah,
has
Benavidez
shown
had
on multiple
a crazy
occasions. That's a
gas
great
tank.
point.
Benavidez has a crazy gas tank. Throws high volume, consistent throughout the fight.
He said,
Right,
I
but the
know he
thing,
believes in himself, just confused on why he's moving like this. He's moving like this because if he fight anybody else who doesn't have a big name, he doesn't want to fight Tank. He knows Tank gonna knock him out. You fight Shakur, you may go 12 rounds, put on a good showing. Either way, you increase your publicity and popularity. If he fight one of them young cats who really don't have a name like that and is not a champion, he gonna make less money and he probably gonna lose. So it's less glory with the damn laws. It's less benefit. So that's why he's moving like this. And I talked about this in the last live, but if Shakur doesn't have a chin, he lucked up and landed that big shot. Now you're on top of the world.
Yeah.
Everybody that's in the guest who's asking to come up, if you want to come up, subscribe, and you can come up. Other than that, you're welcome to talk from the chat.
Yeah, but I'm trying my best to learn about other like old fighters, even some of these new ones right now that they got in other divisions that people don't talk about. I'm trying my best to learn all of them, watch all their fights.
and you know, they had back in the day, they had fighters that they wanted to build up that had followings that weren't that good, but they ended up becoming champions. Which is, I'll give you one example: Mancini. Mancini was a tough fighter, but he wasn't all that. There was a lot of guys that could beat him. I
And he was
remember
on that shit.
Boom Boom Mancini.
Yeah.
He was. Oh, there was a rumor he was doing steroids.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
And to this day, he was on this how you know. He was on a damn PBC show talking. He talking about, well, it doesn't matter if a guy's on something. You guys are gonna get in there and you're gonna fight. So that's spoken like a true warrior.
Crazy word.
Well, he lived out here in LA. He was married to a Cuban girl, and I know him personally, and I met him because when Mancini fought against, he fought against Alexis Arguello. That was his first loss, and they had my buddy as a sparring partner. My buddy was beating the shit out of him in the gym, and that's when they came. Mort Charnock from Channel 2, because most of his fights were on CBS. They went to the Olympic Auditorium to see my buddy fight. And then my buddy had to leave L.A. to go to Vegas because of his asthma and his allergy. He got asthma as he got older, and he was a
I don't think
lightweight.
he was all that either.
Who's that?
Mancini.
No, Mancini was just he was like a, you know what? He was like a throwback old school fighters. It was nonstop punches. That's all he was. I mean, he'd punch you like he was a tough fighter though.
Was he like that damn the dude that Duran fought his last fight? What's his name? The one that Roy Jones demolished.
Jesus?
No. The one that Duran fought in his very last fight.
Oh, that. Oh, I don't even know that.
Oh, Pepino Cuevas.
No.
He fought. Who did he fight?
Shit, I don't even remember. I don't even watch it.
What's the guy that Roy Jones demolished? I think he was Italian.
You're talking about Greg Hagen.
Oh, Vinny Pazienza.
Oh, Vinny Pazienza.
Was Boom Boom like Vinny?
Similar.
I'm gonna say Vinny had better skills.
Similar.
Okay.
I remember Vinny when he was an amateur, but he had better skills than Mancini.
So my buddy's sparring partner was Greg Hagen, and my buddy was supposed to fight Vinny Pazienza, and then they decided to give the fight to Greg Hagen, which sucked. And then Greg Hagen beat him, right? Greg Hagen beat Vinny Pazienza back in the day. Greg Hagen was another similar fighter to Mancini, kind of real tough. He had good pretty decent boxing skills, but he was like, not that fast. And he ended up being Jimmy Paul after my buddy fought Jimmy Paul. Hagen became a champion beating Jimmy Paul, and then he lost it.
He beat Camacho, right?
He beat. I think
At
Hagen did
140.
beat Camacho. Yeah,
Yeah, 140, and then Camacho got the rematch and beat him.
exactly. Yeah, and
But he
Camacho,
was
but
a damn.
Camacho was
Hogan was a
already doing his
two-division
drugs.
champion.
Camacho was a way better fighter than Hagen though.
Yeah,
Camacho was
yeah,
a
yeah,
slick
yeah, yeah.
fighter.
Yeah. He
He was a
definitely
slick.
was.
He was a slick fighter, but when he fought Chavez, he was already drugged out of his mind. Doing all his drugs
Yeah.
and. But yeah,
Boxing Talk said, Don, my uncle said Holyfield is more skilled than Lennox. How you feel about that?
He is more skilled than Lennox. A lot of people, but that don't mean you could beat a person. Skills is just skills.
because Evander Holyfield wasn't a real heavyweight. Evander Holyfield was a
I was getting
blown
ready to
up.
say the
He
size
was a
difference,
blown up.
man.
He was a blown up light heavyweight, but he was a great light heavyweight, and it's just like Michael Spinks. But these guys, they moved up to make the money, to look for that
Uh,
big
Rick,
paycheck.
Lennox
wait,
Lewis
Rick
was six
Holyfield's
foot
on
six.
steroids too.
Probably, Brandon. I don't for sure know that, but
Yeah, because
Yeah, no, Holyfield.
yeah, cause he gained like what 40 pounds of muscle mass, just like
yeah,
that.
Pure muscle, but and not even it's not even just the muscle. It's the way it looked. Like it didn't even look
Yeah,
natural.
and we saw what he looked like when he was at
Like heavyweight.
yeah, light
Cruiserweight.
heavyweight.
Cruiserweight.
Yeah, or cruiserweight. My bad. Or even like yeah, cruiserweight. Yeah, he didn't look like that when he moved to cruiserweight. In the
When he
what?
was an
Yeah,
amateur, he fought at light heavy though, right, Don?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. Even when he was an amateur, he didn't look
That's what
like
I was
that.
going back to when that motherfucker was like really, really lean. Like he looked
Yo,
like two totally different people. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
I know when I saw Holyfield, he was an amateur. Yo, he looked like the meanest dude I ever seen in my fucking life. That dude look and then when he
yeah,
came pro, he was all nice and shit.
yeah.
Is that the same dude? Yo,
No,
'cause he had
same,
look mean as a motherfucker.
same thing
He
with
did
Marvin
the
Hagler. No,
George
Marvin
Foreman
Hagler was a super
transformation.
cool dude. Yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah, Hagler was
whoa.
another motherfucker. I said, damn, you see this motherfucker in the
I,
alley? What do you do?
Yeah, yeah.
I hung out with Hagler in 1986 when my buddy fought for the title. When he fought Jimmy Paul, he was one of the commentators, and he was at the hotel, our hotel, and we hung out. And he was like a good man. That guy.
Oh,
That's one
yeah,
guy
man.
that I say, besides being a tough fighter, he took his trade serious. He was a very
Yeah,
serious dude.
yeah.
Super cool. He had good trainers that really liked him and took care of him. Yeah,
It's
there
You
funny.
could
was.
see you could see the difference. Like it was almost like Hagler never had a really bad night. I mean, the
No.
Duran fight, he didn't get a stoppage or whatever, but he still looked like Hagler in a damn fight because the dedication. Like
Yeah, that,
some
that was a
dudes,
major
they
fight.
look great one night and next night you like, who is that? Like a T.O. That's all from focus or
Yep.
losing focus, not
Yep.
really staying with the same routine, not really running the miles, not
Yeah,
really doing
Hagler was
rounds.
always
Hagler
consistent.
was
He was always
focused. That's
training
why he
hard.
looked
Always.
so dominant for such a
Hagler,
long time.
Hagler's
Always.
workout session was the first one I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Yep.
like Hagler was so consistent. He was always training hard, extremely hard.
Yeah,
And
Yep.
then he secluded himself.
Oh
they
yeah,
used to
yeah.
show they used to
He
show
was,
his shit on TV. Like but before he fight, they would show that shit. I never seen nobody else. He was the first one I seen them show his training regimen with
yeah,
Hagler.
bro. They would say Hagler never seen his family for
Well, it
months.
might
He
have been
was
Ali, but that was a little before my time.
yeah,
But Hagler,
And Ali, it wasn't showing it. When Ali had him open gym workouts and stuff, he's in there playing, joking.
yeah, facts, yeah,
I ain't never seen nothing like that. I
yeah,
don't know
but
how he beat George Foreman doing
yeah.
that.
Hagler I don't know how to say it, solidated himself. He was
Solidified.
yeah, solidified. He was months. He didn't see his family for months. I think a year too. Oh, and
Duran
then he
had
was
a crazy
just
training schedule,
training.
but Duran would break it. He would break the
Yeah,
training. That's the
Hagler will
difference.
never break it. He was so just like Floyd, so consistent.
yeah, that's his
Yeah.
training.
Hagler worked out to the point where when it was time to make weight, he didn't have that much weight to lose. So that's
Yeah,
the difference. That's a huge advantage in the sport of boxing.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
Whoa,
Duran was a partier too. Duran was a big old
whoa.
partier.
yeah.
Boots already said he's moving up biggest bird, but he's going to fight Chuka John because he wants to right his wrongs, pretty much. Because in the
Yeah.
first fight, even though he actually dominated the first fight, he looked sloppy for his own standards. So he's going to try to go out there and stop Chuka John. And Chuka John, he's going to go out there and try to survive, and it's going
I
to
like
be.
I like to see Boots fight the guy that Crawford fought. The last fight, the Crawford fight. I like to see
Yeah,
him.
Basketball.
I would like to see Boots fight Bachram.
Yeah. Oh, but Bachar might knock Boots out.
Or Boots might establish himself as the real deal.
Bro,
Right.
if Boots were to knock out Bakaram, I wouldn't say shit.
I don't
Yeah.
think he should really try to go in there trying to knock out Bakram. Boots is faster. Boots is faster than Bakram. Boots has long arms just like Bakram. I think Boots should go out there and work that jab and
Yeah.
show Bakram what it's like when you in there with somebody that got a jab as fast as Boots. Boots' jab is crazy. It's fast. It's
Okay,
powerful. He can
that's
double up on it. I seen it in the Castillo Clayton fight. It's really, really great. So
yeah,
I
it's
think that's
amazing.
how
That's
Boots
because
should
his freak
attack
I'm
level
gonna say
Bakram.
something.
athleticism and his
I'm
physical
gonna say
ability.
something that I feel. This is how I feel. This is my opinion. Boots is the next fighter that I think should fire his father. I'm sorry, that's the way I feel. I mean, yeah, I don't like his father training the way he training him. The dude is very talented. He's not using his skills in the ring. I I want to see more from him. Now I think his father is the one that's holding him back with that bullshit training. Just
He's
like he
kind of
fucking up the Cuban fighter,
he's
fucking
kind of
up his,
babying him a little bit.
fucking up the Cuban dude's whole fighting plan with Andy Cruz,
Oh,
fucking
Andy
up his
Cruz.
shit. Like,
Yeah.
nah, man.
Oh, he's got Andy Cruz. Yeah, his dad's got Andy Cruz too. Right?
I think that Boo's dad is trying to make these dudes pocket fighters, and that's not good because they're gonna take more shots. So
Yeah,
these dudes have to be moving. They got to be sticking and moving. Sometimes you have to fight in the pocket. Fight like you got to be natural in the fight. You don't want to just come out. Kermel Moten too. You don't want to just come out and say, "Okay, I'm gonna stand in front of him so I can make sure I land these big shots." You're gonna take a lot of damage. You know what I mean? So every once in a while you're gonna have to brawl. But
yeah,
other than that, you should always come in the box and see how things go. Boost
yeah.
does a lot of pocket work. He gets hit a lot, even though he's super talented and doesn't have to get hit. But you know
I feel
what
like
though,
the main
y'all? His
thing.
father tells him stop getting hit with dumb stuff. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Stop
yeah,
trying to be fancy. Like his father tells him that stuff. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's
yeah,
right. Okay, that's cool.
yeah.
Kobe and
I'm
D
like,
Calico, if y'all want to come up, subscribe. Other than that, you're welcome to talk in the chat for
yeah.
free.
The main thing in boxing, I feel like you don't come in there with the mindset of I don't want to take too much damage this fight, but I want to win because
No, I don't think that you should come in with a mindset of I don't want to take damage. I think you should come in with a mindset of I'm going to be natural. I have a game plan. I have multiple game plans, and I'm gonna see how things unfold. But
Take
you
the
can't
least,
come in there with a set style. I don't think. I don't think you should come in there like, yeah, we're gonna
oh
fight in
yeah,
the
yeah,
pocket. And we're gonna make it
their
an
job
exciting
is to
fight.
take the least amount of damage.
yeah, yeah,
Not
but
no
yeah,
damage, because if you don't want to
yeah,
make damage, then you got to retire.
Yeah,
You both
no,
can hit.
I mean, yeah, you obviously you obviously know you're gonna take that. It's a
Take the
fight. You're
least
gonna take that.
amount. You do it for. I like
yeah,
Floyd's the whole thing. Take the least amount of damage.
Yeah,
I
take at
like
least
that.
my damage.
yeah.
Yeah, that's very. I feel like it's
But
very
in
important.
these fights, if you're being realistic, the fight could break out, and sometimes you have to fight. But I don't think you should come into there thinking like, "Oh, I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna da da da." And I also don't think you should come in there thinking, "I'm gonna make sure I don't get hit." I think you got to be natural and and play it how it goes. Because somebody show you a different look, you got to make the adjustment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Basically, I
That's
think
true.
you box naturally until you're forced to do otherwise. It says
Yeah,
KJ, I'm crazy. Am I
And
crazy for
Max,
thinking Majimov can stop Boots? No, Majimov can stop Boots. Majimov has a world of experience. Over in Eastern Europe, they get those guys 300, 400 amateur fights. So, as Floyd Mayweather said, by the time you got 300 amateur fights, you're already a professional.
and
yeah,
that's where you could go with Morrell, because Morrell had a lot of fights and he was dominant. You know, the only thing is he going to be able to be dominant against Benavidez? He's a
This the
southpaw.
thing, though. Moreau had a lot of fights against whoever he was fighting. Benavidez was over here working with damn Triple G. That's why Benavidez is
yeah,
such a
Exactly,
standout.
exactly. So yeah,
You know
triple.
what I
Yeah,
mean? That's why
exactly.
Benavidez is
yeah.
such a
Yep.
standout.
And
That's
you
The only
fight
true.
way
guys
Morrell
like
could beat
Dimitri
Benavidez in
Andre,
my
Caleb
eyes,
Plant.
Morrell has to use his feet like never before. That's the only
Yeah,
way he could beat David.
he's got good foot. Definitely got good
But
footwork.
wait, ain't Morel with Bozingis?
No,
No.
Morrell?
Andy Cruz is with Bozy.
Andy
Oh
Cruz.
my,
Yeah.
I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I'm tripping.
Morrell's with what's his name? Who does Morrell has as a trainer? Trying to think of the older guy. I
Yeah,
can't remember his
yeah.
name.
I don't know why I thought he was with fucking
Shield.
Bozingis. I'm tripping.
It's Ronnie Shield.
Ronnie Shields. Yeah, Ronnie Shields. He's
Oh,
with Ronnie
you
Shields.
got Ronnie? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's with
Ronnie
Ronnie
trained
Shields.
every fucking body, man.
Yeah.
Ronnie had Mike Tyson every damn. Ronnie is.
But that nigga still alive.
Ronnie like Freddie Rose and work with every damn body.
Nah,
What's
I thought Ronnie
hey,
was.
Don,
Huh?
what's the dude? Was it Stewart? Stewart was in the.
Emmanuel Stewart's had Jimmy Paul.
I thought Ronnie was
Emmanuel Stewart
dead.
had Hearns. He had
No,
Hearns.
last night it was a fighter that had one of those renowned trainers in his corner, and he was
Versus
Emmanuel
telling.
Stewart passed away.
Yeah, so it wasn't Stewart.
It wasn't Stewart.
Virgil Hunter.
It was a brother, right? His name was Stevens, and he had one of them old legendary trainers in his corner. I forgot to do that name.
Shit. I don't know.
I thought Ronnie Shields was dead. I ain't gonna lie.
Ooh, I don't know.
Hey, who the best trainer today?
Shit, it's hard to say, man.
There's a lot
Yeah,
of good
it's hard to
trainers out
say
there,
somebody
man.
is the best trainer, and also, I mean, it's some guys that you can tell that they. One thing I would say about Bo Mac, this is when I started saying, okay, Bo Mac know what he's doing. Not the Crawford and Spence fight, but when he took down Chris Eubanks and he helped Chris Eubanks out, I said, okay, Bo Mac is a really good trainer.
Bro, if you
Because Chris Eubanks seemed like he didn't know what the hell he was doing, and Bo Mac gave him a sense of structure.
They got Canelo talking about Canelo versus Eubanks now.
hell no.
I heard that Canelo turned down the Eubanks fight though, but you never know. Yeah, because I think Canelo think that maybe that'd be pushing it with the cherries.
If you could help Chris Eubank out,
That's not a cherry pick. That's a cherry pie. Like that's taking it to a whole other level.
Sorry, Phil.
bro, if Canelo would have fight Chris Eubank, bro, I wouldn't even watch that shit. That shit, I wouldn't even turn that
Lying
shit.
your ass off.
Man, I wouldn't even turn that on.
It might have been Stewart's son.
And we
It might have
wake
been
up the
Stewart's
next
son.
morning and Eubanks did knock Canelo out.
Yeah, right. That'd be the biggest fix in all of boxing.
Yeah, you goddamn mind.
Eubanks has no chance of knocking out Canelo.
Bro. Listen, I don't like giving people 0% chance, but that nigga got
No,
0%
he could win.
chance.
He could listen. Eubanks. Let's say he have a great champ and somehow he outboxed Canelo. Cool, but Chris Eubanks knocking Canelo out? Hell no.
That's a 0% chance. That's the first 0% chance of all the boxing.
I don't know, man.
I can't say ain't no fighter stopping Canelo. Canelo would have fight Brother B if he get stopped.
Chris Eubank ain't stopping him. That's Chris Eubank.
I don't know. I don't know if he could knock out Canelo, but I think they could stop the fight because they hit him with so
Yeah, I
many
think it'd be
punches.
TKO.
Yeah,
Because he don't hit like no bitch now. He might not be able to fight. But he got a little power.
No. Chris Eubanks. I'm not saying like I don't think Chris Eubanks all that. To be honest, Bo Mac has made him better. But if Chris Eubanks had a different last name, we wouldn't even know who he is.
Nope.
Some of the fights that was close would have been L's. Like he's one of those type of dudes. But he doesn't have nowhere near the power that it would take. Canelo's been in there with light heavyweights. You know what I mean? Chris Eubanks isn't even a puncher at middle at 160.
Yeah, he been there.
So he's not
like,
knocking out Canelo. He can outbox Canelo if he have a great camp. He working with Bo Mac, and Canelo is on the downside of his career, so he could probably outbox Canelo. I doubt it, but he's not knocking out no damn Canelo. Hell no.
Yeah, hell no.
I would say Derrick James if you have a certain style. No,
he's a good. That's another good trainer. That's another
Derrick
good trainer.
James, even if Derrick James was a good coach, the way his fighters be going out there looking, ain't no way in hell.
But I'm
The
like,
best
Derrick James
performance
don't
of a
have,
fighter that was with Derrick James, outside of Errol Spence is really how Derrick built that name, right? But outside of Ryan Garcia in the recent performances, and Ryan was revealed to be a cheater. Derrick James fighters have been looking horrendous.
Bro, no cage. That's because they don't listen to that nigga. They don't listen to that shit.
Yeah, they don't listen, but I mean, I'm just saying, as far as you trying to talk about who's a good coach, if your fighter go out, if you a horse racer or whatever, and you train your horse up and your horse go out there and get smoked, people are gonna think you don't know what the hell you doing. Even if you did everything right, the horse didn't run the right race. So it's like, is it the trainer or is it the coach?
Yeah.
We don't really know, but we know that his fighters haven't been looking good at all. Frank Martin, I'm not even talking about the Tank fight. Frank Martin didn't look good in the Audemars Pinion fight. Errol Spence got demolished and Jamel Charlo ran. Those are the fighters that are in your stable. The only one that looked good was somebody that was on Ostarine, somebody on PEDs. So how can we say Derrick James is a coach, top coach out there?
Okay, yeah, that's facts. But at the same time, I mean, I put a little bit on James because there's a reason why they're not listening to him. There got to be something going on in the camp because they're not listening to that nigga.
The man got four popular, well-known fighters. You know what I mean? A class, B class, C class, whatever class you want to rank them. And only one of them was able to get a win recently. Frank Martin had a win against Argentinian. He barely won that. He had to get a knockdown in the 12th. You know what I mean? They were
That's
he
true.
was losing that fight. Other than that, they've been losing. And when you have that much of a sample size, you got 4 fighters. Only one of them got a real win, Ryan Garcia. He was cheating. That doesn't show good coaching. You can't say, well, none of them, all 4 of them not listening to him. You know what
That's
I mean?
true.
That don't
That's
sound
true.
right. Somebody got to be doing good. I can see it was 50-50. Only one fighter has been able to get a dub.
No, he got the AJ jump. He got the Ngannou knocked out.
Bro, stop playing, man. Talking
So
about
there,
Ngannou knocked
so
out.
there's a lot of good trainers out there, but you got to remember one thing: the fighter also can make that trainer if they have a good connection,
Yeah,
and
hell
that
yeah.
fighter is listening to his trainer, like Brandon said. Maybe a lot of these guys are disrespecting this guy, but look at even though look at Freddie Roach. Freddie Roach's mentor was Eddie Futch. That's when he started, and Eddie Futch was one of the best ever, right?
Yeah,
You had
legends.
yeah. So you got back in the day, you had Eddie Futch, you had Angelo Dundee, you
George
know,
Benson.
you had Benson, you had
Yeah, I know.
Emmanuel Stewart was another one you got
Yeah,
to put up there. Emmanuel Stewart was a great trainer, and you know what? You got to give Floyd Mayweather Sr. some credit. He
Hell
wasn't
yeah.
he was a good trainer, you know,
No,
and you
he's
got
a
to throw
great,
Roger in there
great
too.
trainer.
Roger
He's a
was a
great
good
trainer.
trainer. Roger will never get credit for being a good trainer, but guess what? He helped out Floyd a lot when this guy was in jail.
yeah,
That's facts. Yep.
He will never get that credit, but you know what? He was actually a very good trainer with his nephew.
Yep.
Yeah. Dan Duva, that was another guy, Dan Duva back in the day. But the thing about Dan Duva that he got all the Olympians, which
yeah.
made him
I
look good.
understand.
You know,
Yeah,
remember that Don? He had
yeah,
he had Pernell Whitaker, he had
yeah,
Meldon Taylor, I believe he had Holyfield. I mean, he got
yeah.
all the
Everybody.
Olympians. Which made him look good.
That sound like the
Yeah.
damn Lakers with all them #1 draft picks
Oh
when Magic
yeah.
Johnson was out there.
We must have had a pocket full of money to pay them up front to
It was
join
easy to look good. You got all the stars.
And then the other thing that Dan Duva had is his son was also a promoter.
Yeah, he was the one with the money. Dan,
Exactly.
Dan
Exactly.
Duva. That's right. Yeah, you bring it back to memories.
Remember that,
Dan
Don?
had the
Dan Duva
money,
was
and Lou was the
exactly.
coach.
So
Yeah,
there,
KJ, Boxing Talk said, "What you think about Calvin Ford and Coach Kenny?"
I mean, I don't really know him like that, but I
Since he was
think
the
Kenny is the
DMV.
one. Calvin has already pretty much said in some articles that I read that Kenny is like, they call him the Bible or something. Kenny is the one with all the boxing knowledge. Calvin is the dude that have a love for the sport and has that grit and kind of like a good motivator. So they work together. They bring different aspects. And of course, Calvin said it point blank that you don't know when a fighter like Tank Davis is going to come through the gym. So they're good coaches, and they also happen to have a super talent that just was born in Baltimore, and they got a hold up when he was young. So
yep, yep.
that's another nice connection. Tank's trainer's a good trainer too.
yeah.
Yeah, he has great trainers. He has some great trainers.
Calvin Ford, right? Is that it? Calvin Ford?
Well,
Yep.
they say Kenny is really the one with all the real boxing knowledge, but Calvin Ford, I think him and Tank, the relationship that they built, Tank listens to Calvin. So a lot of stuff is like, it's not just X's and O's. Like it's like, okay, Calvin is the one with the relationship with Tank. Tank look at him pretty much like a dad. And then Kenny is the
Exactly.
one with a lot of the boxing knowledge. They come together and they
Exactly.
pass down the knowledge like
Exactly.
that.
And Calvin's getting on the job training with all
Y'all
these
forgot
folks,
Bud and Bomac.
and Bowman too.
Bud and Bomac, with the like I said, with the Chris Eubanks experiment, he's showing that he really is good. Like when anybody can look good with fucking Bud Crawford, right? But Chris Eubanks was a dude who was looking bad, and Bomac in his last 2 performances working with Chris Eubanks has looked good. So that's when you see real coaching when somebody can take somebody that's not super talented and help them out and increase their game. That shows a great coach actually.
Yeah. And Emmanuel Stewart was the right hand man. Every fighter he had developed a great right hand.
Yeah.
Well, I
So you
think
gotta even give him his credit with Bud. I don't know, man. Look, like he worked with Bud, him, and I think there is another dude. But it's like a lot of what Bud does. Okay, I'll give you an example. Bud Crawford likes to do a thing where he'll jab you or he'll punch you and he'll jump out knowing that you're going to chase him, and then he'll throw like double hooks. So it's like a trap that he set with his feet. Ray Robinson used to do the same thing. You know what I mean? That shit, your coach is not in the gym talking about, all right, jump in with a jab, jump out, and then throw a double hook.
Yeah,
That's not no move that a coach works on with a fighter.
That's natural.
That's
natural ability.
You gonna jump in with a jab, jump out, double hook.
Yeah, they ain't thinking about this. Yeah, that's just natural boxing IQ, natural boxing ability.
Yeah, so it's like Bud is not. He's not somebody that I could look at and be like, yeah, Bomac, he the truth. But when you ever do with Chris Eubanks, that's what showed me, like, yeah, Bomac the truth.
No, if you can make Chris Eubanks look good,
he was on the verge of being done.
Bro, if you can make Chris Eubanks look good, you make anybody look good, because that nigga ass. That nigga ass.
I ain't gonna go as far as to say that. I ain't gonna go as far as to say that. Chris Eubanks got raw athleticism. Like, he's not no super athlete, but he is a decent athlete. So
no super.
He still got something to
level Roy Jones.
That's
not ass.
Yo, KJ, do you think if Haney would have stayed training with the Mayweather team, he'll be unbeatable? Yeah, I think Mayweather and them, they tell you straight up, box. They don't tell you go in there and try to fight and knock somebody in. They'll tell you, look, man, box, what the hell you doing? Get your hands up, shit like that. Things that Devin needed. Devin went in there kind of with a lot of machismo, and he got away from what he was doing every fight in his career, was using his feet and using his brain. Also, he happened to be in there with, it was a double whammy because not only did he fight a dumb fight, but the fighter he's fighting was on PED. So it's like, he put himself in even worse stead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he fought a bad fight.
Devin's a really good boxer, bro.
He fought a bad fight against a bad fighter.
Yeah, Devin gets away from that at times. He's a really good boxer, but sometimes he trying to like exchange with these niggas.
Well, actually, I like that though because you know
he trying to mix it up and be entertaining.
He tried to mix it up. He tries to work on his inside. Devin just isn't superly physically gifted. Like he's not a super athlete. You know, he's just a good athlete. So when it comes to the physicality aspect, he's not going to be as dominant as he wants to be. That's just what it is. It's times where Devin has put his all into a punch. It seems like he never really learned how to shift his weight too, but he tries to hit hard and it doesn't really have that same pop as other guys.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's good that you try to be entertaining and you try to like make the fight entertaining and stuff like that.
He shouldn't try to be.
But at the same time, try to exchange.
I don't think he can afford to do that.
Yeah, but try to like.
KJ, they just said Danny.
But trying to exchange with Ryan, like when you tried to exchange with Ryan, that was a bad move. Like.
I got Dubois. Joseph Parker's a better boxer than Dubois, but I got Dubois because Dubois walking on sunshine right now. Like,
man,
Dubois, the way he's feeling, he just got that belt. He be Anthony Joshua, and he's a man that already lost, so he's not going to pull. I don't think he's going to pull like a Andy Ruiz and just start eating and fucking just because he got the belt. He knows what it's like to lose. So I think he's going to keep training, and he's going to go in there with a certain swag and a certain mentality where he's going to be able to hunt down Joseph Parker. But Parker's a better boxer. Parker has better footwork, combinations, timing, can dip under shots, better defense, all of that. But I don't know. I got a feeling about Dubois, man.
And outbox Zilly Tang, bro.
Bill Haney is a horrible fucking coach.
Another thing, one thing about Dubois, he's not no regular power puncher. He's one of the hardest hitters in the world. So, and he's young. One thing about Zhang 40 years old. People forget that because Zhang be out here winning. Zhang 41 years old. Like, so you supposed to outbox the 41 years old.
40 years old ain't the old 40 years old. It's a new day, bro.
Bro, don't nobody come on.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Bro, age is still a key factor.
And we don't.
The father time goes for everybody, man. It's just, I know just don't change because
Well, first of all, what did you say, one Vandal? You said something about we don't treat somebody like a 40-year-old.
Yeah, we don't treat Beterbiev like a 40-year-old. Like, it's a new day. It's new medicine. It's new techniques on how to.
Bro, it was dudes boxing at 40 back then. Ain't no new day, nothing. The point is, Zhang is 40, 41, or like he's in there, he's up there. So Parker is supposed to be him. That's my point. Bivol was supposed to be Bertabiev. He was unable to do so. You're not supposed to lose to the older man in boxing. Ain't no new day, bro. Them
It's
dudes is
definitely a
great.
new day, bro. Medicine is at a
Them
higher level than it was
medicine,
back in
weights,
the
and all
'80s. I know
that.
y'all glamorized the '80s and blah blah blah, but
One Vandal. Ain't no
medicine
medicine.
and
One
fitness
Vandal. Ain't no
is
Okay,
a
this
medicine in
different
okay.
medicine.
What
level.
medicine was Sugar Ray Leonard on, and that Floyd Schofield wasn't on? Because Floyd Schofield was tired after 6 rounds, and
Those just
Ray Leonard in his 20s was going
compare the
15 rounds,
all-time
making it look
great
easy.
to a
So
fucking
what was the
prospect.
medicine that Ray Leonard was on?
Hey, bro, you comparing an all-time great to a prospect?
No, okay. So Sugar Ray Leonard just walked out. It was just an all-time great.
No,
Not at
but
20 something
like
years old.
it's bums and all-time greats. Like you
I'm saying.
compare
So Floyd Schofield a bum.
compared to Sugar Ray Leonard, hell yeah, that's
You
not
sound
nobody.
like your boy now.
Who?
You sound like your boy SRT Miami.
All right, no, I don't. Hell no.
You just said that was what SRT said.
That's exactly
SRT
what that
said
nigga said.
compared to Floyd, so and so is a bum. Listen, Sugar Ray Leonard didn't just walk out and I'm Sugar Ray. You have to
Hell no.
still
I don't
prove
sound nothing
yourself.
like.
When Ray
Most,
Leonard was in his 20s and he just jumped on the scene, he had better stamina than Floyd Schofield. My question to you is, what medicine was they giving Sugar Ray Leonard?
what bet? I don't know. What I'm saying is, hey, bro, you contesting that the medicine in 2024 and supplements in 2024 are comparable to what was available in the 80s?
What I'm
Okay.
telling you is this:
So
the
what
fighters
was
in the
going on
'80s
in
were better
medicine?
fighters. They were better conditioned.
Well, you know
So
what?
whatever
Hey,
medicine,
you got to
whatever
remember too.
whatever weights dudes are lifting now is not working.
Yeah. Also, listen to this one, Vandal. There's no medicine in the world that's gonna help you beat Father Time. Like, it's no.
It's not even just
Yes,
that.
it is. It's
I'm saying
literally
fuck the medicine. You
supplements
want some
that's
medicine? Jump on that
online.
rope.
Yeah,
That's your
he
medicine. That's
talking
your
about
Tylenol. That's your
Benjamin Button
NyQuil.
medicine.
Yeah, bro. Like Floyd didn't get better over time. Like,
No, Floyd improved as a fighter.
no, I mean, like when Floyd was 36, you cannot tell me that Floyd at 36 better than
No, the
Floyd.
Floyd at 36 wasn't his prime, but I'm saying his timing, defense, his patience, he improved. So it's like he had two different
But
peaks. He had an
he
athletic
was
peak,
going
then he
down
had a mental
physically.
peak.
Like, he was going
Yes.
down physically.
Yeah.
He was using other things to win.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
his experience was going up, his timing, but physically he was going
Yeah,
down. He was
physically it's not the
declining.
same. It's not the same. I agree with you.
Yeah, he
I'm
was
just telling
declining.
one Vandal that I don't buy all this medicine and weights and all that.
Yeah,
At
I
the
don't
end
know.
of the
Yeah, I
day,
don't know
them
about
fighters in
that.
the '80s, to me, from what I've seen watching them film, the conditioning, even going back to Sugar Ray Robinson's ability to throw flurries in the 15 round is immaculate to this day. So I don't know about all of this new age
So
medicine shit, these techniques. It looks like it's not working on a large scale. A lot of these fighters nowadays be tired
Yeah,
after a couple of rounds.
bro, like guys like Bill, like I don't think better be if I don't think he going 15. He cannot last 15 rounds.
Actually, I think he could because all he do the same shit. Jab, 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 hard shots, put your hands up. Like Bird B.F. not jumping around using his legs a lot. So I think he could go
Like,
15 rounds with that style.
maybe we don't know for sure, but guys like
In fact, Sugar Ray fought a dude when he went up to light heavyweight, Joey Maxim, and Joey Maxim had a style where it's like they conserving energy. They just coming forward, working behind the jab. They're not really jumping around the ring. They're not using their legs as much. And Joey Maxim didn't pass out when it was 112 degrees or something. Ray Robinson passed out because Ray Robinson's style required a lot more energy. So
yeah.
that
No, my
that
point is
that made Ray
guys like
Robinson pass out.
Durant can keep the same intensity for 15 rounds straight. Same. Those
No,
being
Durant
conservative.
didn't keep the intensity up for 15. They took breaks during the 15, but I'm just saying they still were able to fight hard into those 15 rounds. Like you could see.
Yeah, you can
These
see.
dudes they slow down tremendously in the championship rounds. You can see it like it's like a big drop off. Floyd
Yeah.
Schofield legs were giving out in the 7th round. The 10th round, you can see like damn, he don't even got his balance right.
Yeah,
Because he was
bro,
tired.
these niggas start holding in the 11th and 12th round. They start holding and shit. They start taking them off. They don't want to fight no more. They start holding in the 10th, 11th, 12th.
I'm just saying this,
and once again,
I think the
that
athletes in the
squad,
80s and
bro,
90s
body
were better
count.
conditioned. I think they were better conditioned.
Yeah,
because
they were.
we
They
worked
were.
harder.
It's not, bro.
No,
Look,
going Venom,
look
yes, they
across the
was, man.
landscape of boxing today. We got a higher concentration of niggas over the age of 35 contending for championships, bro. like the concentration of old
Archie
fighters
Moore
is
was
higher today
in
because
40.
medicine and fitness is at a higher level.
One
It's
veteran
still
niggas used to
today,
go
bro.
Bruce back
15
in the
rounds
day
and I
was
get
doing
tired.
that, man.
No, bro.
No, one veteran
Yo,
niggas used to
niggas
go
was
15
acting
rounds and barely
before
get
Hold on,
tired.
hold on, hold on.
niggas was acting like they was over the hill, 35, and they over the hill.
Nah,
Huh?
we had
What
Bernard
you
Hopkins
talking
and
about?
George Foreman.
That's one nigga.
Too. I said
Bro,
Bernard
hold on,
Hopkins
hold on, hold
and
on, hold
George
on, hold
Foreman.
on. You
I said
saying
we
that
got
we
a higher
got
concentration
Archie
of
Moore?
older
Listen,
fighters today than
Archie
before.
Moore
Archie Moore,
was old as over
Jersey
40,
Joe,
still
all
fighting for
these
championships
guys.
Y'all
and winning
cherry picking
championships.
from different eras. Look at one era, and I can give you mad niggas from today. Y'all cherry picking from mad eras.
Well, give it to us because I don't know too many. You got Better Beef.
You got Better Beef. You got Terrence Crawford. You got Lomachenko.
Hold on, hold on,
I
hold
said
on, hold
over
on, hold
Better
on.
Beef
35.
got 21 fights though.
I said
You
over
gotta,
35.
there,
He
there's
had
No,
a
no, no,
lot
and
of
that's a
things that
great
come to
point.
play.
Bertha
There's a
Big
lot
only
of
has
things that come to
21
play.
fights. That's huge. That's huge.
they got
Yeah.
they
There's a
had
lot of things
hundreds of
that come to
amateur
play.
fights.
Besides having a little bit of fights, it's also the wear and tear that you've had in your fights. Also,
That's why I mentioned he only got 21 fights.
Yeah, that's the point. That's why he's saying that he can still be around at 41.
yeah. So and Crawford's always been a slick fighter, man. He's always mastered all the guys he's fought. That's why I kind of got tired of boxing until I saw Crawford. I go, man, this guy's the real deal. He just dominates everybody he fights, But there's going to be a time when he gets him in the ring, he's going to get this younger guy and he's going to get beat, and that's the way boxing. That's boxing.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like
But
age doesn't fucking just get better. Like you don't get better with age. Like,
and there's some fighters that have gotten better as they got older, but then you start wondering. I'm sure Floyd knew.
no,
Floyd
so
knew
yes, they
something
got
about
better.
Manny
Rick.
Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao, man, that guy. At the weight he started and how he got stronger, and you got to wonder.
Okay,
No,
so
you don't wonder. No,
so Rick, I agree. Like the way they got better, like they were still physically declining. That's why they're still physically declining.
I'm saying you're able to last. Your careers are able to last deeper into your 30s, early 40s at a
It
higher
depends how many
concentration.
fights
It's
you
a higher
have. It depends how
concentration
many
of
hold on.
fights you
fighters
have.
Higher
that do that today than
concentration.
at any time.
All the, you
One
know
man,
how
it
many
depends how many
people are
fights you
done.
have.
Across all sports.
Hold on. Keith Thurman is done. And then he got them surgeries and he couldn't even go. Sean
Okay,
Porter is done.
That's going to be people that's going to be that's
Adrian
not going to
Broner
make
is
it. But I'm
done.
saying a higher concentration.
Errol Spence, yeah. You talking about what higher concentration?
I was
Most
saying
dudes
if
have
y'all
to
cut
stop
me
in their
off,
30s.
bro. It's more. I said it's more people contending for championship belts today than at any time in history of boxing, bro.
That might be
over
So,
age
wait,
because
so
35.
you got
might
hold up,
be
you got that on a piece of paper or something?
Bro,
I don't think that you really did because I don't think you did the research and wrote that shit down. You went back and compared it from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s before you say that statement.
Hey, bro, when y'all started saying certain people that lasted for a long time, y'all went from the 2000s to the damn 70s to the 8s to the 90s. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all cherry picking eras. I'm telling you niggas that's today that's competing for championships and undisputed titles, bro.
Bro,
At 39,
Ezra
35,
Charles,
37,
I'll give you all
38,
from the same era. I'll give you all from the
41.
same era. Ezra Charles, Archie Moore, and
Jersey Joe.
and Jersey Joe Walcott, all 40 years old, over the damn hill or approaching 40 years old, fighting for championships
15
and
rounds.
winning championships.
Bro, 15, 20 rounds, nigga.
That's three.
15 rounds.
15, 20 rounds, nigga.
15 rounds, all the same era.
Yeah.
So I don't understand your argument.
That was three people. I'ma smash that.
You ain't get, bro. You
Nah,
get.
Those are 3 people over 30 fights.
And you got to remember too, it's also the individual.
Over 40.
Some guys are just
The
some
fact
guys
that y'all
are just built
contending that
different.
medicine and fitness is not in a better state today than before is primitive, bro.
No,
Some
bro.
guys-
Boxing
medicine
really don't
can't make
change
you-
one battle. This is not
Medicine and boxing.
Medicine. How do y'all?
Yeah, wait, KJ.
What medicine
Bro,
can you
y'all
take?
think medicine have nothing to do with
Bro,
boxing?
what medicine can you take to fucking what vendor? So if I'm 40 years old, what medicine
that's
can I
the
take to
medicine.
fucking make me
Baby.
go?
Bro,
That's a
it's
medicine.
called
Yeah, what medicine can I
supplementation,
take to go 15 rounds if I'm at the age of 40, my nigga?
Yeah.
Fitness.
There's no medicine
You
in the
know
world
that
that can make me go
fitness is healthy
15 rounds
in a
at the age of
capsule.
40.
What are y'all
See,
talking
back
about?
then they took supplements from the tree, totally different. Y'all take it in the capsule today. We took it off the
Oh
tree.
my god, y'all sound like old niggas.
Yeah, right. One better. If I'm 40 years old, there's no medicine in the world. Maybe go 15 rounds, bro.
Yes,
Ain't
it
no
is,
medicine.
I'm
nigga.
40, nigga.
What, steroids? That's illegal shit.
No, it's mad.
One
It's
better.
mad.
Only
Don,
thing-
I mean,
Only
not
thing I can
1V,
take
1V. the biggest medicine that I see in today's game is PEDs, man. There's a lot of PED users today.
Yeah, that's the only
Bro,
thing
And
I
guess
can
what?
take.
They
if y'all think
still get
boxers is
tired.
not using
Canelo
supplements,
still,
We want to
Canelo
know
with
what
all of them,
supplements are here today
Canelo with
that
all
wasn't
of them
there
supplements,
yesterday.
he still be tired in the ring.
Yeah, Pacquiao still got time when he fought Keith Thurman at
There's
40
no
years old. Took
supplements
all the
today that
PEDs.
wasn't back then.
yes, it is.
Name
So
it
you
then.
Well,
guys, I'm
I
going
want
to
to
ask
hear
you
it.
only
guys a
thing you
Wait a
question,
take
minute.
is,
man. I'm going to ask you guys a question. Do you guys
I
think?
think Better Bill ass on steroids.
I'm gonna ask you guys a question. Let's get a little bit away from boxing. Do you think LeBron James is taking something?
Yes,
Of
I
yes,
know
course.
yes.
he's taking something.
Hell yeah.
There's
Because
no
man,
way.
see, that's
Of
another.
course.
That's just a freakish thing for a guy to be performing at that
It's
age, at
not a
his.
freakish thing, it's a cheatish thing. That motherfucker cheating. It ain't much to
Yeah,
it.
the NBA doesn't really regulate drug use
Yeah.
like that.
Right,
It's okay,
right,
you know why?
exactly.
Because they will lose money. The PEDs and NBA allow them to recover fast and
LeBron
get
not
their
on
ass back
shit,
on the
man.
court.
But
LeBron on
yo,
And
it's
guess
everything.
not
what? The
just
only person
PDs
that
though.
they're
Okay,
That's
attacking
the
is
thing
the
y'all
so
don't
rim.
give
now,
credit
so
to.
now,
The
let
only
me
It's
let
person
me
not
that
ask you
they're
strictly
something.
attacking in the
PDs.
NBA is the rim.
Bron,
It's not.
Bron daddy.
Okay, I agree with that, but wouldn't you think these other guys would be taking the same shit
Right.
and
Yeah,
That's what
they
I'm
lasting
saying.
are.
that
It's not
Chris
long?
strictly
Paul,
Nah,
PDs.
Chris
they
Paul,
are.
Chris Paul would have, without PEDs, Chris Paul would have had to hang it up 5 years ago.
But what indicator that Bron is using PEDs? Bro, every indicator. This nigga's 40 years old playing 20 games.
Bro, mad
And
niggas took
playing
PDs and they body
and
still
playing at
broke
a high
down.
level.
You also
And
have to
still
take
playing at
care
a
of
high
your
level.
body
Niggas
as
still
well.
jumping 50 feet in the
Hold
air at
up,
50.
wait, 1V, you think LeBron on PD?
I think LeBron is on PDs, but it's not strictly the reason why he's still in the league dominating like he is,
That's
bro.
the only reason he dominated.
Absolutely not,
Hey,
yo.
hey,
That's
oh
the
yeah.
only
Y'all
That's
think
the
Let me
only,
Dwayne
ask
Wade
y'all.
that's
won
the
his
Let me
only
ask y'all
PEDs?
this.
reason.
Hold on. Let me ask y'all this. Y'all think Tom Brady was on that shit?
No, it was different. That's because you're talking about a team sport. Tom Brady, when he won, he was winning off mental ability, short passes, shit like that. And they put him on the team with the most talent. When he went
yeah.
to the Bucks was souped up. All they needed was a quarterback.
Also, y'all realize LeBron has played 20 games,
Like, and
working
when I say it's a
40.
team sport, meaning like on the NBA, you got to play offense and defense. In
Yeah.
football, you go out there, do your little thing, and then sit your ass down. You could depend
Yep.
on somebody else. There's no
Facts.
way LeBron at this age supposed to be able to do what he doing, get a chase down block every now and then, get 30, 40 minutes a game, and still dunking, head
Yeah.
getting pretty close to
Jumping
the
50 feet
no.
in the
No way
air
in hell.
like he playing like this nigga 23.
No,
Hell
he
no,
not playing
boy.
like 23, but he playing like he 30 and he 40.
Man.
Yo,
PEDs.
but it's not strictly PDs, bro. It's mad,
Oh,
mad
that's
niggas
what
be
it
on
is, one.
PDs, bro, and they
Yeah, that's
body
the
still
only
break
thing
down.
that's
That's what
He
I'm trying to
takes
consistent.
care of
get
himself
through to
too.
y'all. Dwayne
He,
Wade was
Bro.
He
on
does, yeah, he
PDs,
take
bro.
care of himself real
he's like
good.
he's kind of like a Marvin Hagler. He takes care of himself. He takes his trade.
PED,
Exactly, and that goes to my point. That's
dynamite,
what I'm talking about.
Bro,
PED.
PEDs
Now
Everybody
in
save the
on
the
game.
PEDs.
fight,
Well, I don't think nobody be
PED.
talking till they reach 40 and then tell me.
Thank you.
Because I know
Yeah,
what that
Don.
match is. I know
Don
what
at
that match
40,
is.
Don.
I ain't even got to ask nobody that.
Don, at 40, can you go 15
Tell us,
rounds?
tell us, tell us how you felt when you went to the court at 40, Don.
Shit. I couldn't go to work for 3 days.
God damn.
What, Don, you try to take some medicine? That might help your ass.
What medicine you gonna take? What medicine that you gonna take that they didn't have?
Some new age
in
supplement. One
70s?
Vandal could
One
help you with
Vandal
that,
seemed to
brother.
think that medicine can help
Oh
you
my
out.
God, y'all
Yeah, one
niggas
Vandal
think
seemed to think the
science just
medicine
been
can
Well,
let
help
what
out.
it
you.
You
is,
think AI,
now what it
all this
is,
type of shit
he did
has
it
come
on
out,
TikTok.
but
So
they haven't been
TikTok,
doing anything in
TikTok
medicine and
advertised it. So
supplementation
he
and
think,
sports and health science.
so he
Bro,
think, what he
it's
think is
uninformed as a
he
motherfucker,
thinks
bro. I gotta read some
CMOS
he
read
thinks
gold.
something.
Cocoa
CMOS
butter
and
and
all that shit just
CMOS
started.
gold.
Not only
All
just
that
gold,
shit.
no, I'm not even talking
Grandmother took
about just
all
that.
that shit.
Yo,
My grandmother was born 1881. She took all that shit. That
bro,
shit
I'm not
ain't
just
new.
talking about CMOS
It's in the
and,
fucking
and
capsule. That's
Cocoa
the
butter
only
and
difference.
CMOS gold.
All that shit been here already. Dr. Sebi
I'm
shit is here.
if you
niggas
think
really
that
think like niggas really
advances
think,
in science and
John
supplementation
said
haven't been
SEMA.
bro.
made
I
since
know,
1982, then I gotta, I got some shit to tell you.
yo, yo, yeah.
That what it is. YT just
Seaweed
getting up on
souffle,
that.
nigga.
YT people just getting up on it and advertising it. Black people been doing that shit
I'm
for
not
100
talking about
years.
CMOS, bro.
Ginger,
Yo, I'm not
ginger
talking
root,
about no natural herbs.
ginger root,
ATA81.
seaweed souffle.
Ginger and what's the other tamarack.
That
All
nigga
that
said
shit been around for
1881.
300-400 years. That shit ain't new.
That nigga said 1881.
Hey, bro, it's funny. Look, but advancements in science haven't been made since the 80s, bro. I don't know whether y'all where y'all been at.
See, that's not
Y'all don't see
science.
the
That's
world
why
changing right around you. And if you
science
think
is
that science has
PEDs.
not been elevated since that time, I got some shit to sell you,
Yeah, the
bro. I got
science
a
is
lot
the
of shit to sell you.
PEDs, one Vanu. That's the
Science is
science.
PEDs. You talking about
No,
we
That's why
talking
bro,
about
these.
bro.
herbs. Now
If it
we talking
wasn't for
about natural
PEDs,
shit.
one
There's
Vanu. If it
no
wasn't for
new
PEDs,
trees that was
LeBron and Chris
made
Paul would have had to
in
retire
the last 30
5 years
years.
ago.
Bro, y'all think all the NBA niggas don't be jumping on them PDs? They body still be breaking down. Dwayne Wade was on PDs as well. His body broke down. Why? Because he didn't take care of his body on the level that the ones that lasted
Again,
did.
exactly. He thought just PEDs was gonna do it. He didn't work out. He said, "I'm taking PEDs. I ain't got to go to the gym, and I can still drink and whatever else that we can't say on TikTok."
And
Yeah.
you think health science hasn't elevated since the 80s? Like, that's what I'm saying. Fitness hasn't elevated since the 80s. They haven't
No,
figured
I
out.
think these dudes lazy now. Back in the
Yeah.
80s, it was common for when you look up the workout regimens of them dudes in the 80s, it was common for a dude for it to say 8 to 10 miles. 8 to 10. No matter who you look up, that's common.
Yo, I don't even see dudes running in the street no more.
Yeah, nobody been running like that no more,
Yeah,
man.
they you know they all say the same thing. It's bad for your knees.
Yeah, they're like, I'm hopping on the treadmill. That's it for
I'm gonna
me.
get on a stationary bike.
Yeah, oh yeah, the motherfucking bikes. Yo, no, I'll be in the road. I think that's the best form of training. 'Cause I'm like,
Yeah,
damn,
the
they did it.
road. The best thing for the only reason I actually mix it in. I do treadmill and I do roll because too much. If you do roll, it's gonna be too much on your joints. But you need roll work. And
And
now
Yeah,
then,
I just
and
started
then in
adding
America,
in swimming.
and then in America, the food is worse.
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
The
I mean,
food is
I'll
killing
do.
us. So you got
What
you
you
got
say?
food that's trying to break your body down every day, and then
When
you
I
talk
grew
about
up,
some
when
sea
I grew
moss
up,
and some ginger root gonna fix that.
when I grew up, it wasn't no such thing as what they call that food that shit. I can't. I'm
High
losing.
fructose corn syrup.
No, the one they call damn. When you buy the chicken, don't supposed to have steroids. What they call
Oh,
that shit?
the chicken breast, right?
Processed foods.
Mystery meat.
But they say
Processed
no
foods.
steroids, no hormones.
Oh yeah, yeah.
GMO,
That'd be
Grass-fed,
GMO.
like the chicken breast and shit, man.
grass-fed, free range.
But right now, we didn't have that because all the food was that. So we didn't have to label the food. Okay, this is one without the steroids and hormones, and this one organic,
Yeah.
organic.
Organic.
All the
Organic.
food was
Oh,
Yeah.
organic.
Organic.
Hey,
All
Jay,
the
what do
food
you
the
was
take?
organic
Before
organic.
you
company,
go,
What do
yeah,
you take for
people.
your recovery?
So we
organic.
didn't
I
have to
wake
have
my
stuff
ass
you
up and I
store
work
for
out again.
organic.
That's my recovery. I jump my ass out there. That's
Yeah,
what I do.
I'll hop on the treadmill from time to time, but I mostly do road work. That's the most important form, I feel.
Exactly.
I just want to put out
You
there,
want to do road work, you want to do hills, you want to do wind sprints going up hills. There's a lot of stuff, and then there's days
Sand,
that,
beach run, the beach
The
run. Oh,
beach,
that's
yep.
one crazy.
Bo,
Pernell Whitaker, Roy Jones, run on that beach.
Yeah.
yep, when you run on the beach,
Mr.
yeah,
Fact Straight said
Bo.
nutrition wise, Mr. Fact Straight, I'm broke as a joke. So you know what? I gotta make it work. I work hard. One of my goals is Lord willing, make some money in the sport of boxing, then I can go out here and get a clean diet. But I can't afford none of that shit these other dudes do. But that also lets me know that's why they extra lazy. It's guys out here that have made 50, 60K, 100K, and they eat like shit. They don't even really go out there and they don't even really train. You know what I mean? I don't
Stop
eat
it at
once
50K.
a day.
Damn.
that will catch up to them.
Jeez.
Sooner or later, it will catch up to those guys.
Yeah, man, about roll on the beach for 40 minutes, nigga, roll on the road. Oh my, bro, the shit would be totally different.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's dudes who
speaking-
they don't I don't know. It's like they take it for granted because they had it given to them. If you get signed with that promoter, you young. Bob Arum already told us the game with Jared Anderson. Pretty much, they just match you up, have you looking like Superman, and then they wait for the checks to start coming in.
Yep.
But me, I eat once a day. I keep my weight down, and I put all my shit into work. My whole thing is we gonna work. When we feel like we working hard, we gonna work harder. That's my shit.
Yeah. Hey, man, I eat what I got.
Get the miles in.
I eat what I got, man. I can't go out and get no goddamn motherfucking crazy ass
Yeah, we can't do all that. People can't afford all
You
that.
don't have a
Yeah,
butler
fact.
cooking your food and shit like Crawford and them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I eat.
Crawford, would you like
Yeah. Hey,
don't
hey,
have
to.
man, we
We gotta
Mama
make
do
our
that.
own shit.
yeah, fact.
Errol
Man,
Smith had
we
could
can
have got
afford.
a damn. Errol ain't get a nutritionist till late in his career. Cause
Yeah,
Errol
like-
was eating
yeah,
that jerk chicken.
Yeah, fact.
All
Like
the
we
nutritionists,
buffet.
all the nutritionists, Earl called up. They was like, "Sorry, we don't make jerk chicken. We don't know how to make that."
yeah,
chicken.
like,
and,
yeah, like, hey,
sorry,
we
sir.
can afford.
Thanks for looking out, though.
Yeah, we can afford and shit. Nigga. We got.
Yeah,
Huh?
I've been on this talking to some dudes.
He said Earl be eating burgers every day. Yeah, Earl, he did have a really, really bad diet. You can get away with a bad diet, but you gotta work. Like you really, really have to work harder. If you're not eating the right foods, you gotta work twice as hard because you're damaging your body.
Them
I
checks
ain't
was
pizza.
rolling in for Errol. Errol was getting them checks rolling in early in his career, so Olympic
I eat
fighter.
pizza.
So
I drink
he
sodas.
was spoiled you
Probably
early.
still can't beat
Yeah, it
me.
did.
He was spoiled you too early, so he gave up. Not gave up boxing, but
He
gave
ain't
up.
had that same fire. That's all.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
I ain't got to
man.
work out no more. I got to get these Lamborghinis and go to these parties and impress these people.
Yeah.
Yeah, like shit, that
Get
shit
these
crazy.
hoes. Said Earl's latest picture, he looks in shape. Well, it's one thing to look in shape, it's another thing to be in shape.
Yep, that's facts.
He always
Like
gonna make
Tyson
you
Fury
look
don't
in shape,
never
huh?
look in shape, but when he get in that damn ring, you could tell some fights his conditioning was superb. Even
Yeah,
though he got in there
yeah.
with the same man boobs and the same beer belly.
Yeah, when that Tyson Fury come in that bitch move
Yo,
like
did
Ali.
y'all see Mike at 58? Pause. Did y'all see how Mike transformed at 58?
Era Paul de
Yeah,
Lobo.
Now that
that's
motherfucker inspired me,
Yeah, I
bro.
saw him.
Mike Tyson from the time he was 12 years old, he looked like He-Man.
Shit crazy, bro.
His genetics is supreme.
Yeah,
Yo, he got
genetics
muscle
is fucking
memory
crazy.
like a motherfucker.
Yeah, bro, you can tell Mike Tyson never took no steroids his entire life.
And that's why his body is still functioning well.
Yeah.
Yep. Unlike
All them
niggas like
steroid users,
Holyfield.
they are Roy Jones,
still don't wanna see
Evander
him
Yeah,
fight.
Roy
Holyfield.
Jones,
They look
Holyfield. You see how
sloppy
they
as
looking.
hell.
Yep.
Body broke down.
Facts. Mike never took no steroids his entire life. He always stayed. He stayed healthy. So
You talk about knowledge,
They
boxing
talking about
knowledge.
Mike Tyson, a typical Congolese man. Hold up.
Yo, if you want to hear
Isn't Martin
boxing
Bacoli
knowledge,
from
bro,
the Congo?
somewhere out there.
Yeah, Martin Bacoli's not built nothing like Tyson. Mike Tyson is ripped.
Yeah, Mike Tyson is
Even at his
fucking
age.
specimen.
And Congolese, y'all got size, but y'all sloppy with it. It's
Yeah,
different.
Mike Tyson is a genetic fucking specimen.
They talking about Martin eat. Mike eat. You talking about Martin eat. That don't, girl. You cannot compare no damn Congolese to the top American brothers, Jordan. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you.
Hey, Mike inspired me. I'm about to get back in the gym. Not the boxing gym, though. He inspired the shit. I didn't think a 58-year-old man could do that.
Bro, y'all saw that he knocked down that sparring partner. That nigga killed that nigga.
Yeah, Mike, that's what he was training. Mike a damn a Spartan, man.
Man,
Mike probably from
Mike
the tribe.
is superhuman.
Mike is
Bro, I
probably
was-
from the
bro, I
tribe
was
of
just
Dan,
scrolling
bro.
through-
He probably from the tribe of Dan. He born
Bro,
to
I
fight.
was
He
just
born
scrolling through Instagram. This
to
nigga
fight.
Mike Achilles, cuz.
Bro, this nigga Mike was sparring, bro. Nigga destroyed this nigga. Nigga knocked him through the ropes. I was like, what
Hey,
the
I ain't
fuck?
gonna lie
Don,
though.
you got two questions, Don. Boxy
KJ.
Dragon said, "Do you think Mike beats Jake?" And then Boxing Talk said, "Don, what's the best way to train a professional fighter who started?"
Hey, KJ.
Hold up, Kawaki.
My
Don,
bad.
you got two
You
questions,
got to
man.
do advanced stuff. Stay away from the amateurs and train with the pros. That's the best. That's the best information I can give anybody that's turning pro. I don't give a damn if you're late or early. You got to deal with pros. Neither amateurs or own. They don't have the experience as a pro. They're gonna get the good sparring from them. That's
There
the
you
best.
go.
Hey, KJ.
Wait, hold on.
As far as
He
Mike
also,
Tyson, I don't even
Mike,
think that's a real fight. I think they playing.
KJ.
Man.
oh, okay.
What's good?
So,
At the end of it, it's gonna be a
so what
draw.
if hold up? So what if Mike Tyson just get in there and knock Jay Powell out for real?
We have a
What y'all
party. We have a fucking party.
If Mike Tyson knocked Jake Paul out, exactly like Don said, we're gonna be on TikTok celebrating for 2 days straight. I'm gonna be live for 48 hours straight.
No
Just
sleep.
talking shit.
No sleep.
No, I'm just joking, but I'm saying I'm gonna be live for a long time talking a whole bunch of shit, laughing.
Man, that shit happened, bro. That shit happened. The hood niggas gonna go crazy, man.
I don't want to see that fight, man. I
Brooklyn
don't
gonna
know.
be like, we back on the map, y'all.
I don't want to see. I don't want to see that fight.
I ain't gonna watch it, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at TikTok the next day. I ain't gonna lie.
You know, I don't want to see Mike Tyson. I saw Mike Tyson about a year and a half ago. When did he fight Roy Jones? About a month.
He fought Roy
Yeah,
Jones.
2022.
Three or 4 years ago.
He fought Roy
Yeah,
Jones in 2020, bro. November 2020.
Yeah, I
So
saw
No,
yeah,
that was
almost
2020.
almost 5 years
Really?
ago.
Damn.
That was in 2020, bro.
I saw him
Really?
out here, and he still didn't look that
That
healthy.
was
You know,
4 years ago.
he
Yeah,
lost
he looked
weight.
way better
He
than
lost.
Roy because Mike actually had boxing fundamentals. Like he
Yeah,
looked
Roy was
way better than
actually
Roy,
scared.
man.
Roy tell you first. I didn't. They got an interview with Roy on that. He said he was clinching, and the ref was like, "Yo, let him go." He was like, "Fuck that! Let this
Hell
motherfucker
yeah.
go." Crazy.
Bro, yeah, bro.
Yeah, Mike
Bro, Mike
Tyson don't
Tyson
know
would
how
have.
to play.
Bro, if Mike would have caught Rory Flush, nigga would have dropped.
Oh yeah, he's still got his punch for sure. I mean, not the same punch as back in the day, but I mean, you got to remember, it's
Yeah,
not the
bro.
same, man.
Yeah, Roy was on that bike. He was on a motherfucking bike.
And you're talking about a Mike Tyson. Then after that, he partied like crazy. You know, it just doesn't mix. You know, the lifestyle that he lived after his. You know, there's no way, man. There's no way.
But he know that now. Just
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's at it. He said, "Man, I
I
was
don't,
partying
I
I
don't
that."
ain't
know if
gonna
he.
lie though.
I don't
Two
know if he
things
needs
that
the money. I don't know if he needs the money or
I ain't gonna lie. Two things that fuck Roy Jones Jr. up: the motherfucking drugs and him going up from heavyweight to fucking light heavyweight.
Well,
That's
the
what fucked
drugs is
him
the
up.
only reason he could go up from heavyweight. I mean, from middleweight to heavyweight.
Yeah.
But
And
I'm about to get up out of here, fellas. I've been up there about 2-3 hours. I appreciate everybody that came up, and I think this is gonna be the new structure from now on. Like, if you subscribe, you can come up. Other than that, everybody you can just talk in the chat. That way we get more viewers. And I'm gonna be posting the lives on YouTube, man. But this is a great live, man. I appreciate everybody.
All
And I
right,
hope you have a
KJ.
good night. See y'all. Well, I ain't gonna see y'all tomorrow
Peace
because
out, KJ.
it's double session, but I'm gonna see y'all on Wednesday.
All right, you guys. Take care.
All right, man.
I bet.
Peace.
Peace out, y'all.